Thank you for joining us on This Is Exclusive at 7 p.m. Joining you with two big stories that we have been tracking here on Republic TV relentlessly in the last few days. First up, the story of an Indian called Nimisha Priya who was granted the death sentence in Yemen. Will she face death or will she get the pardon that the family is looking forward to? That's our focus. First, let's get you the news summarized with note assist using the Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Indie parties including the CPI backing Pinarayi Vijayan, the Kerala Chief Minister's Sanatan Dharma slander. Indian nurse Nimisha Priya's family speaks to Republic, say they are awaiting pardon. Another face-off between the Delhi government and the Delhi Lieutenant Governor. Atishi says it was the Delhi Lieutenant Governor who ordered the demolition of temples in the national capital. In what is being termed a terrorist attack, a car hits a crowd in New Orleans in America, 10 dead, over 30 injured. And that was the news summarized with note assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Let's start our big story of the day. All right, on the story of Nimisha Priya, Republic TV has been speaking to different people involved in her case. We spoke to her mother just a few minutes back. Nimisha Priya's mother, Prema Kumari, said that she's still hoping that the Indian government, the state government of Kerala, and the different groups that are involved in the plan to bring her back, to ensure that she does not face the gallows in few days from now. They are hoping that the government intervenes somehow. We spoke to Prema Kumari a few minutes back. I'd like to play out a short excerpt of that interview. My colleague Rakshita spoke to Nimisha Priya's mother, who is in Yemen, along with people involved in fighting for her life.
Prema Kumari, the mother of Nimisha Priya, has joined us live in the broadcast from Yemen, and we have, we will be translating this question. Ma'am, I want to understand from you, when you heard about this order that was given by the court, this was of course something that shocked everybody, it shocked you. What were your first thoughts? Mr. Samuel, if you could just unmute the link, please. Can you just unmute, because we cannot hear. Thank you. Yes, ma'am can speak now.
President ഒപ്പുവെച്ചുവെന്ന് കേട്ടപ്പോൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് നെട്ടലായിരുന്നു. ഒരു വിധത്തിൽ കാര്യങ്ങൾ നടന്നു പോകുന്നുണ്ട്, അവളെ രക്ഷിക്കാൻ കഴിയുമെന്നുള്ള പ്രതീക്ഷയിലിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു.
She says that she was expecting things were moving and we could save her. But when she suddenly received this message, it was an utter shock to her. Yeah.
You have been, of course, you are in Yemen to try every effort to, in fact, fight to save Nimisha. But what are your efforts? What are you doing there? What are your options? Do you have any options before you so that you can save the life of Nimisha?
உங்களுக்கு மும்பை என்னென்ன ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு, நிமிஷாண்ட ஜீவனை ரட்சிக்க என்னென்ன ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் நீங்களோட கையில உண்டுன்னு?
എന്താ പറയേണ്ടത് അറിയില്ലല്ലോ. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഓപ്ഷൻ ഇല്ല. ആക്ഷൻ പറ്റുമോ?
എന്താ നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ, എന്നാ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്, എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും പറയുന്നു.
സേവ് നിമിഷ ആക്ഷൻ കമ്മിറ്റി 4 വർഷത്തിലും കൂടുതലായി അവളെ രക്ഷിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി സംഘടന കൂടിയിട്ട് ഇപ്പോ കേന്ദ്ര ഗവൺമെന്റ്, കേരള ഗവൺമെന്റ്, നാട്ടിലെ എല്ലാ മക്കളും ചേർന്ന് അവളുടെ ജീവനെ രക്ഷിക്കണം. എല്ലാവരും ചേർന്ന് അവളെ രക്ഷിക്കുമെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ ഉറച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്.
She says that the Save Nimisha committee and the central government, and she's pleading the help from everyone, whoever possible, to save her.
The Ministry of External Affairs, the government has also assured all possible help, that they will do everything that they can to in fact do whatever possible to save Nimisha here. Any information as to any conversation that you've had or any efforts that you are aware of New Delhi as far as their intervention in this case is concerned, and any reaction from the Yemeni authorities?
You're asking me or her?
You, if she could tell anything about, if she has appealed to the government, if she appealed to the MEA, because the MEA has also said that that they are trying everything possible to help Nimisha.
ഇപ്പൊ കേന്ദ്ര ഗവൺമെന്റോട് എന്തെങ്കിലും സംസാരം ഉണ്ട്, അവർ എന്താ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന അമ്മക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും എന്താ അറിയാവൂ?
കേന്ദ്ര ഗവൺമെന്റിനോടും കേരള ഗവൺമെന്റിനോടും നാട്ടിലെ എല്ലാ മക്കളോടും ഈ 3 ദിവസങ്ങളായിട്ട് ഈ ഒരു പെട്ടെന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഇത് പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടായപ്പോ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും നിമിഷയുടെ 2017 മുതൽ നിമിഷയുടെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റെടുക്കുന്ന സാറാണ്. എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അമ്മ ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കണുള്ളൂ, അമ്മയ്ക്ക് ഒന്നും തന്നെ അറിയില്ല.
She says that since 2017 it is me who is doing everything, and I am the one who is coordinating with the government and with everyone whatever has to be done. I'm just she says that she's just here.
And also Nimisha's what we are understanding is that Nimisha's husband is also there. He's also making many efforts. If you could help us understand the role he is playing in saving Nimisha, and in this case to somewhere try and reduce the sentence and bringing it to a life sentence, or just not to avoid a death sentence.
Bringing Nimisha's husband in this picture is a conflict of interest. So Nimisha's husband is not here in Yemen.
Okay. And also any appeal that you've made, any appeal do you have to make to the government of India and also the authorities in Yemen, ma'am?
Amma, ninga government oda endengilum appeal ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ அல்லது യമൻ ഗവൺമെന്റോട് എന്തെങ്കിലും അപ്പീൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ എന്ന് അവർ ചോദിക്കുന്നു. അതാ പറയുള്ളൂ. See, let me put this clearly. Mother is here. She doesn't know anything. Absolutely, it's me who is doing everything, and I am the one who is coordinating with the government since 2017. Even before the family knew what has happened, and I was involved in this case. So, I mean, these questions which you are asking, she doesn't know any answer to this.
Yes, I understand. But of course, her emotions are very much evident and very much understandable. Sir, Mr. Samuel, as you said that you've also been involved here. So, are you also part of the negotiations with the family and the authorities there? I would like to understand, and what all has happened up until now, if you could help us understand. Mr. Samuel.
Okay, let me actually, first of all, there are two things that you have said. Initially, which is the name of the president is wrong. You are referring to the name of the president from the south. Here it is Mashat, one Mr. Hadi al-Mashat, or Mahdi al-Mashat is the president here in north. So that is wrong information. Number two, she is having proper legal. She is having a lawyer appointed by the government of India. The Indian embassy has appointed a lawyer, so she's having full legal protection. So these two you have to understand. So let me go back a little bit. In 2017, when this incident happened, I received a call from a Yemeni social worker who said that there is an Indian who needs help. And I knew that this Nimisha case was well known there. So then at that time, I sent a message to General V.K. Singh, who was the then Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs. So he immediately called me. He said, Sam, what could we do? I said that we need a note verbal from the government of India to the government of Yemen, exclusively asking that Nimisha should be brought to due legal procedures.
Tracking that story very closely from both Kerala and the national capital as we wait on what the government does next. In fact, the government has said it's extending all help, has given legal help. Moving on to the other big story, we've been getting you details of a contractor suicide in Karnataka. It's a politically very sensitive case because this contractor who committed suicide has named Congress leaders, aides of Congress ministers, and also BJP leaders. Now, the Karnataka Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, and the Home Minister are shielding Mallikarjun Kharge's son, Priyank Kharge. They are shielding Priyank Kharge and have given him a clean sheet even before the investigation is completed. Now, a contractor called Sachin committed suicide and in his suicide note had named a minister's aide. He had said minister's aide and had mentioned the minister's aide, the name of the minister's aide. And despite that, even before the investigation is completed, there is an attempt to cover up the story in Karnataka. Here's what the Chief Minister of Karnataka said earlier.
ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇನು ಪಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಶ್ವರಪ್ಪ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ.
ಈಶ್ವರಪ್ಪನ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರು. ಹೆಸರಿದೆಯಾ? ಹೆಗ್ನೋಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರ ಹೆಸರಿದೆಯಾ? ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕರ್ಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಎದುರುತ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಂಕ್ವೈರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತಯಾರಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಈಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
Okay, taking a short break here on This is Exclusive. When we come back, getting you headlines and more breaking updates. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
artificial intelligence has changed the way we do things. And so much more is in the offing. The Republic Media Network is very, very proud to announce this game-changing partnership with Samsung. Because with Samsung, the Galaxy AI is here. From our news anchors to our reporters to Republic Network staff, we will all be using Samsung devices. We are excited about the new Galaxy Z series and the Galaxy S series, both powered by Galaxy AI. And we will be using these phones on screen and behind the scenes daily to bring you the news first. My experience in using the Samsung devices shows that it makes us deliver the news much faster. It helps us deliver the news quicker and simpler with more productivity, efficiency and creativity. Republic and Samsung together will unfold a new world of possibilities. It's going to be an epic adventure together. The Galaxy AI is here.
Getting in some breaking news right now at the end of this is exclusive. We're picking up some details from the police which has been cracking down against illegal Bangladeshis in the national capital. In southwest Delhi, 11 Bangladeshi nationals residing illegally. 11 of them staying illegally in Delhi. Their names have also been released by the police. 11 of them have been picked up. All 11 illegal migrants have been deported to Bangladesh through FRRO. Those are first pictures coming in right now. First pictures of the 11 Bangladeshis who were apprehended in Delhi a short while back. Apprehended and sent back. They will be deported. Their names have been shared by the police. Mohammad Shimul, Mohammad Ali Poran, Mohammad Shihab Hussain, Mohammad Zakir Hussain, Anwar Hussain, Masadul Alam, Zakaria Ahmad, Arpan Kumar, Mohammad Rafiqul, Mizanuddin, Arifur Rahman Akram. All of them illegal Bangladeshis staying in the national capital will be deported to Bangladesh now. Piyush is joining us with the details. Piyush, there's been a crackdown that's on. Well, 10, 11, a handful of them are being apprehended every now and then. But it's a known fact that there are thousands and perhaps even lakhs. There is no exact number to it. In different states, there are different number of Bangladeshis staying. Is there an estimate of how many illegal Bangladeshis are living in Delhi?
So yes, good evening Niranjan and good evening to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment, and Happy New Year to you once again. You did bring up a very important point that how the Bangladeshis and Rohingyas who have been living illegally in Delhi is a major issue, and on that front, the Delhi police and more specifically the Delhi police Southwest unit is making a big crackdown. Now this is in addition to the 13 Bangladeshis that have already been deported by the Delhi police Southwest unit, and now also there has been a big crackdown in which 11 Bangladeshis who were residing in Southwest Delhi and more specifically in Maipalpur area have been identified, and now they will be deported to the Foreign Regulation Act. Now these Bangladeshis were, as per the Delhi police officials, were working as scrap dealers, and they were working as scrap dealers over there. And thereby now, after identifying them and finding that they were staying over here with forged documents, they have been identified and they will be taken back. The key important point, however, over here, Niranjan, is that even though the crackdown by the Delhi police on Bangladeshis remain, the key point is that who are the Indian agents who are helping them to stay put over here. On that front also, there needs to be now an investigation, and we hope that in the coming days there is also going to be a crackdown by the Delhi police on the Indian agents also who are making these Bangladeshis first come over here to India and then make them stay in several parts of not only Delhi but in rest parts of the metros as well. Back in the studio.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. 11 Bangladeshi nationals arrested, illegal Bangladeshis that is, arrested, and they will be deported. And as we come to the end of this news wheel, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using the Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Suspected militants in Manipur launched a fresh attack in the Karangband area of Manipur's Imphal West district in the early hours this morning. Militants from their hill positions in Kangpokpi district fired several rounds from sophisticated weapons, hurled bombs at low-lying areas in Imphal West around 1 a.m. Villagers and volunteers deployed in the area returned the fire even as additional forces were rushed to this area to control the situation. No injuries were reported in the firing. That's the latest update from Manipur. You have it. The precise reading of the news in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. We will be back with the headlines in just a few minutes.
Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra powered by Galaxy AI bring you the latest news in a super efficient and summarized format from across the country only on Republic TV.
After stipend to pujaris fight over temples in Delhi. Atishi alleges LG's nod for demolition of temples. BJP versus AAP face-off on Delhi temples demolition, debating tonight at 8 p.m. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh apologizes for unrest. Opposition rejects apology, demands Chief Minister's resignation. Who is responsible for Manipur unrest? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
All-out war between the Congress and the between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi over an alleged temple demolition which the Lieutenant Governor's office has denied. And then, of course, strong sentiments building up across the country to save the life of Nimisha in Yemen. All that and more, let's begin with the headlines.
खानों को तोड़ने का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का इरादा है और मैं एलजी ऑफिस से भी आग्रह करूंगी कि अगर वो मंदिर नहीं तोड़ना चाहते हैं तो वो इस आदेश को वापस लें, लेकिन वो झूठ तो ना बोलें।
War of words escalates. Aam Aadmi Party accuses LG of ordering demolition of temples. LG, VK Saxena accuses AAP in return of playing cheap politics. Day after Manipur Chief Minister apologizes for unrest in Manipur. Indies CPI demands Biren Singh's resignation. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan stays defiant Sanatan Dharma remark. On the Sanatan Dharma remark, now says that Sanatan is a term which is dear to communalists.
This matter is already within our notice. Government of India has already communicated its concern to the Chinese side. This will be definitely raised by the Indian side.
Hemanta responds to China's plans to build dam on Brahmaputra river, says India has taken up the matter with China. In its first meeting of 2025, the cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Modi introduces key measures aimed for the welfare of farmers. All right, let's begin this bulletin with a breaking news development coming in from Maharashtra, where a total of 11 Maoists, including Taraka Siddham, surrendered before Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis at Gadchiroli Police Headquarters. The development comes during the Chief Minister's visit to the Maoist-infested territory and at Gadchiroli Headquarters, at the police headquarters in the district. Before the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, 11 Maoists have surrendered. That includes a senior militant Maoist Taraka Siddham. Let's listen into the soundbite of Devendra Fadnavis.
नए लोग यहाँ पर माओवादियों को मिलते नहीं है, कोई भर्ती हो नहीं रहा है, बड़े बड़े कैडर जो है वो आत्मसमर्पण कर रहे हैं, तो ये समाप्ति की ओर जा ही रहा है। नए लोग यहाँ पर माओवादियों को मिलते नहीं है, कोई भर्ती हो नहीं रहा है, बड़े बड़े केडर जो है वो आत्मसमर्पण कर रहे हैं, तो ये समाप्ति की ओर जा ही रहा है।
All right, back-to-back breakings coming in. Another one. In fact, after Assam CM raised the concerns over infiltration, it seems the Congress has not liked it somehow, and they have responded that the Assam Chief Minister should more be concerned about the situation of Hindus in Bangladesh and not as much about infiltration, if that is a political position. Let's listen in. Congress has hit out at Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma. Okay, Rashid Alvi of the Congress has responded. Let's listen.
लेकिन बांग्लादेश में हिंदू भाइयों की तादाद कम नहीं है, बड़ी तादाद में रहते हैं। लेकिन भारत सरकार सिवाय भारत के अंदर इस मुद्दे को उठाकर राजनीतिक फायदा उठाने की कोशिश करती है। लेकिन आसाम के मुख्यमंत्री के बयान से ये साबित होता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और बीजेपी की सरकार एंटी हिंदू है। इन्हें कोई परवाह नहीं है कि बांग्लादेश के अंदर हिंदुओं के साथ क्या हो रहा है। उनका रवैया सिर्फ इतना है कि चुनाव के अंदर हिंदुओं की बात की जाए, हिंदुओं के धार्मिक सेंटिमेंट्स, जज्बात को भड़काया जाए और सत्ता तक पहुंचा जाए। आसाम के मुख्यमंत्री के इस बयान से ये बात बिल्कुल साफ हो गई है कि बीजेपी और आरएसएस हिंदू कम्युनिटी को एक्सप्लॉइट करती है।
All right, a day after the AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi railed against the BJP over the move to set up a police outpost near the Sambal Jama Masjid, the ruling party in the state, the BJP, came out with a scathing response. Watch this report on how the BJP believes Asaduddin Owaisi is twisting facts on the ground.
An all-out political war broke out over the Yogi government's move to set up a police outpost near the Shahi Jama Masjid in troubled town Sambhal. Scoffing at the BJP over the plan to erect a police outpost, AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi claimed it was being built on Waqf land. He also accused the BJP of deliberately vitiating the communal ambience in Sambhal, adding that the law of the land does not allow for a police outpost to be opened near a place of worship. He claimed that any construction near protected or heritage religious sites is prohibited under Ancient Monuments Act.
If you have the wherewithal to construct a police outpost right opposite the Sambal historical masjid, why can't you construct schools, colleges, hospitals in Sambal? This creation of police outposts is nothing but strengthening suspicion among the Muslims, creating an hate atmosphere of Muslims. That is what, unfortunately, the Uttar Pradesh BJP government is doing, which I condemn it.
A move is afoot to open a police outpost in the aftermath of the stone pelting and rioting during court-ordered survey at the Sambal Mosque. The stone pelting and violence by masked rioters claimed 4 lives while leaving several more injured. The BJP tore into AIMIM MP for questioning the intent behind setting up a police outpost near the Sambal Mosque. The BJP said only goons and terrorists could be scared of the police or police outposts. Contesting Owaisi's claims, the BJP questioned how opening a police outpost could communalize the ambience in Sambhal.
असदुद्दीन ओवैसी ट्वीट करके कहते हैं कि संभल में वक्फ की जमीन पर पुलिस चौकी बनाई जा रही है और पुलिस चौकी का बनना ये डेंजरस एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करता है। पुलिस का तो विरोध कर रहे हैं, परंतु याकूब से लेकर दंगाइयों की, ताहिर हुसैन की पैरवी करने का अगर काम किसी ने किया है तो वो AIMIM ने किया है। यही कॉम्पिटिटिव अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स है। समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस से अपीजमेंट में आगे निकलने के लिए MIM लगातार कभी दंगाइयों को टिकट देती है, कभी पुलिस चौकी का विरोध करती है।
Speaking to Republic, Sambhal DM Dr. Rajendra Pensia dismissed Owaisi's charges.
हमारे पास कुछ दस्तावेज आए हैं। एक तो वो दस्तावेज रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है और दूसरा जो प्रभावित व्यक्ति या जो विधिक पक्षकार है वो हमारे समक्ष उपस्थित नहीं है। उनकी हमने जांच की, उनके अंदर कोई तर्कसंगता या किसी प्रकार का कोई सही जो सामग्री है या दस्तावेज है वो हमें नहीं मिले। यदि कोई व्यक्ति आता है हमारे पास तो नियमानुसार आवश्यक कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
As the ruling BJP and the Sambal administration counter Owaisi, is the AIMIM chief fishing in the troubled Sambal waters?
Right, moving on. The mother of OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji has alleged that her son was murdered and has sought an FBI investigation into the death. Suchir died on 26th of November by what authorities have claimed to be a suicide in the United States. Watch this report to know more.
OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji's death in November last year reeks of foul play. Aggrieved by her son's demise, Suchir's mother has levelled some serious allegations. Suchir Balaji's mother alleged that her son was killed in a quote-unquote cold-blooded murder declared by authorities as suicide. Purnima Rao has now demanded an FBI investigation into the matter. She also said that a private autopsy report procured by Balaji's family differed from the initial police report. Furthering the allegations, she revealed that her son's apartment had been ransacked and there were signs of a struggle in the bathroom that suggested murder. Balaji was one of the key witnesses in the lawsuit filed against OpenAI and was compiling data to expose OpenAI's alleged copyright violations. Born and brought up in San Francisco, 26-year-old Suchir Balaji was working for OpenAI for 4 years until he quit in August 2024. His resignation followed after he accused OpenAI of violating laws while developing ChatGPT. Months after that, in November, Suchir Balaji was found dead in his San Francisco apartment and the local police termed the death as suicide. Before his death, Balaji expressed concerns over the fair use of generative artificial intelligence products on the platform X. While speaking to the media, Suchir Balaji also raised concerns about the company breaking copyright laws. The mystery behind Suchir Balaji's death continues to deepen, but the big question is, will his mother's FBI probe demand be heard?
All right, moving on and back to Maharashtra, where a clash broke out between two groups in Maharashtra's Jalgaon today. This was after State Minister Gulab Rao Patil's driver allegedly honked a car, irking some residents of Palladi village. And that's when things went bad and the stone pelting started. Take a look at this report to understand what exactly happened.
Tension and chaos gripped Maharashtra's Jalgaon after a scuffle broke out between two groups on Tuesday late evening. The clash broke out in the Palhari village of Jalgaon after continued honking by the driver of Maharashtra Minister Gulab Rao Patil irked some villagers. Palhari happens to be the hometown of Gulab Rao Patil, a leader of the ruling Mahayuti alliance in the state. Two groups gathered at the village and got into an argument. However, the argument took a violent turn as a full-blown scuffle broke out between the two groups. Amid the showdown, a mob broke away from the melee and set nearby shops and vehicles ablaze. A huge police contingent arrived at the scene to douse tensions. As tensions soared, a curfew was enforced overnight and a large police contingent was deployed to restore order. About 25 people were booked in connection with the clash and the violence that followed, while 10 were detained. Officials said the administration will convene a meeting to help restore peace in the area.
After Uday Nidhi, Kerala Chief Minister insults Sanatan Dharma. Pinarayi Vijayan reduces Sanatan to Varna system. Is it fair to link faith solely to its flaws? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
And there you go, a new way to search is here. Now you can quickly get an answer without leaving your feed. Circle to search with Google using your Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra.
Well, welcome back, and on to a breaking news development coming in from Punjab, where an audio has surfaced, and we have verified, which shows a Khalistani terrorist, Goldie Brar in fact, as you can see in the pictures now, and he has made a call to Punjab Police Deputy Superintendent of Police Bikram Brar, and in the audio he seems to be threatening the police officer for taking actions against the Goldie Brar gang. And look at the audacity. Goldie Brar is somewhere in North America, possibly in the United States, possibly in Canada. And he seems to be having the courage to call a police officer of Punjab and threaten that all the informants would be taken down or something to that effect. Let's listen into that short audio clip and then we come back. You listen to the audio clip, friends, and then I come back for you with an explainer of what is really happening.
हेलो हाँ भी दस हाँ गोल्डी
Now tell me, Goldie.
हाँ मैं विक्रम बोल रहा हूँ
Yeah, I am Vikram Barad.
हैं
It's very saddened to hear that some of your network has been killed.
ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਨਾ ਮਾਰਤਾ
You killed Manna,
ਅਜੇ ਰਾਣਾ ਮਾਰਤਾ
then you killed Ajay Rana, and now you killed this person.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਹੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ
You are killing your own persons and you don't know about anything.
ਕੀ ਅੰਕਿਤ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹਰਕਤ ਤੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ
What Ankit has done, you don't know anything.
ਛੋਟੀ ਬੱਚੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ
You have killed small girls. Those were your informers. Tell me if they were not your informers.
ਖੁੱਦੂ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਕੁਰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਫੋਨ
Don't talk about.
All right, that's in fact a long clip of about 15 minutes, the conversation in which Goldie Brar seems to be asking the senior Punjab police officer to desist from taking action against his gang. In fact, we have used only one part of the clip, just about a minute, to give you an idea, friends, of what's really happening with these gangs and how the police is tackling. Remember, Goldie Brar is someone who's an accused in the Sidhu Moosewala murder. He's someone who's known to be having Khalistani links. And Amandeep joins us live because it's Amandeep who accessed this audio clip and in fact spoke to Vikram Brar. Amandeep, please tell us when this conversation has happened and what does this mean in terms of the overall situation, security situation in Punjab?
Well, absolutely, Abhishek. The officer has not revealed the date of this conversation, but this is very fresh conversation after the last encounter happened in Punjab. And in fact, the Goldie Barad, his network has been turning reduced by the Punjab police. They were continuously cracked down against the network of these Khalistanis by the Punjab police. Someone killed in UP, someone killed in Punjab, and some of them has been arrested. So that actually pained Goldie Barad, and that provoked him to call this DSP, who's always involved into every kind of operation against these Khalistanis. Okay. And Vikram Barad is the one who is always involved and in fact who always the team member of this
All right, that was to give you an idea of what's really happening in Punjab. Moving on and to Uttar Pradesh, where gangs are being tackled with the Yogi treatment as the country rang in the new year. Yogi Adityanath's police went after criminal syndicates across the state and recovered a huge cache of arms and ammunition after back-to-back encounters. Here's a detailed report on what happened in the last 24 hours to tackle crime in Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh police was in action mode as the country immersed in celebrations to usher in the new year. 4 separate encounters broke out across Uttar Pradesh overnight as the police went after criminal syndicates in the state. Fierce gunfights were reported overnight in Ghaziabad, Firozabad, Meerut and Greater Noida. In the gunfight that went down in Ghaziabad, 2 criminals wanted in connection with a cow slaughter case were arrested while arms and ammunition were recovered from the scene. Police recovered 1 pistol, 1 live and empty cartridges and suspected tools for cow slaughter from their possession. In Meerut, 2 wanted criminals were injured in a gunfight with the police and guns and ammunition along with the mobile handset were recovered from the spot of the encounter. In a separate gunfight in Greater Noida, the police shot and injured 3 criminals wanted in robbery and theft cases and recovered pistol and cash. A 2-wheeler was also impounded from the scene of the gunfight. Another wanted criminal was injured and nabbed after a 4th encounter in Firozabad.
इसकी विपक्षी की तरफ से 25 तारीख को रामगढ़ थाना क्षेत्र में उचित धाराओं में अभियोग पंजीकृत कराया गया था। ये थाना रामगढ़ क्षेत्र से वांछित था। आज रामगढ़ थाना पुलिस गश्त पे निकली हुई थी और ये बाइक से जा रहा था, इसका रोकने का इशारा किया गया। पुलिस को देखते ही ये भागने लगा और जहां हम लोग यहाँ खड़े हैं घटनास्थल पे अपने को पुलिस से घिरता हुआ देख इसने पुलिस के ऊपर फायरिंग कर दी और आत्मरक्षार्थ में पुलिस ने भी इसके ऊपर जवाबी फायरिंग की है, जिससे इसके पैर में गोली लगी है।
The back-to-back encounters demonstrate Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's zero-tolerance policy towards crime and criminals.
All right, back to some political developments in Delhi. Amid the political slugfest going between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over the AAP's non-existent schemes and handout spree ahead of assembly elections, the BJP's Delhi chief Virendra Sachdeva has sent out a special New Year's Eve message for Arvind Kejriwal. He has asked Kejriwal for making 5 promises to self and then to people. Watch this report.
As the political war escalates over the Aam Aadmi Party's welfare schemes in the run-up to the assembly elections, Delhi BJP chief Virendra Sachdeva sent out a special New Year's message to Arvind Kejriwal. In a letter to Aam Aadmi Party Supremo, Virendra Sachdeva called on Kejriwal to take 5 resolutions for the new year.
यह 5 संकल्प इस वर्ष जरूर लें, ऐसा हमने अरविंद केजरीवाल से निवेदन किया है। ये 5 संकल्प हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि आप अब कभी भी अपने बच्चों की झूठी कसम नहीं खाएंगे। आप दिल्ली की महिलाओं, बुजुर्गों, धार्मिक जनों की भावनाओं से झूठे वादे कर रहे खिलवाड़ को बंद करेंगे। आप दिल्ली में शराब को प्रोत्साहन देने वालों के लिए दिल्ली वालों से क्षमा मांगेंगे। यमुना मैया की सफाई के नाम पर किए गए भ्रष्टाचार के अक्षम्य अपराध के लिए आप सार्वजनिक रूप से माफ़ी मांगेंगे। आप राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए देश विरोधी ताकतों से मिलना और चंदा ना लेने का संकल्प लेंगे।
After stipend to pujaris, fight over temples in Delhi. Atishi alleges LG's nod for demolition of temples. BJP versus AAP face-off on Delhi temples demolition, debating tonight at 8 p.m. After stipend to pujaris fight over temples in Delhi. Atishi alleges LG's nod for demolition of temples. BJP versus AAP face-off on Delhi temples demolition, debating tonight at 8 p.m. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh apologizes for unrest. Opposition rejects apology, demands Chief Minister's resignation. Who is responsible for Manipur unrest? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Let me actually show you what the place looks like and get you some more information about it using Circle to Search.
After Uday Nidhi, Kerala Chief Minister insults Sanatan Dharma. Pinarayi Vijayan reduces Sanatan to Varna system. Is it fair to link faith solely to its flaws? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Night mode on Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra lets you capture stunning photos and videos even in the darkest settings. By reducing noise and enhancing details, it ensures that every shot is sharp, vibrant, and beautifully balanced. Say goodbye to blurry, washed out night shots and hello to vivid, optimized imagery that truly brings your nighttime moments to life. Ready to experience the magic of nightography? Let's go!
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A very happy new year to all of you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a story of two documents. One are the minutes of a meeting of a religious committee held on 22nd November 2024 under the chairmanship of the Principal Secretary Home in Delhi through video conferencing, who reports to the Lieutenant Governor, in other words, the centre. And the other letter is that a letter of Atishi written to the Lieutenant Governor. According to Atishi, in the minutes of the meeting, the Lieutenant Governor, who reports to the centre, wants to destroy several temples and Buddhist places of worship. And she writes a letter to the Lieutenant Governor saying, I am not going to allow it. I'm very upset that the centre, in other words, the BJP, wants to destroy temples and destroy Buddhist places of worship which are of significance to the Buddhist community. Now let me tell you the reality, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, One of the biggest political stories of 2024 is going to be the result of the Delhi Assembly election. Arvind Kejriwal wants a hat trick, and I think he's making serious mistakes. Firstly, because there's a network called Republic which will expose the fact that in the minutes of the meeting, what is actually written is that there is a proposal to remove encroachments in the shape of a mosque and the shape of a masjid, as well as in the shape of a temple. Interestingly, Atishi does not mention that there is any proposal to destroy or demolish an encroachment in the shape of a mosque, but it's there in the document. And the reason she does not mention that they're upset about a mosque, a probable mosque, something in the shape of a mosque being demolished, is because the Aam Aadmi Party is terrified of being seen as an advocate of the Muslim vote bank. They realize the Muslim vote bank in Delhi is going to go with the Congress largely, and so they are fighting with the BJP for the Hindu vote bank. Hence they are trying to provoke Hindus by saying, look here, a party you thought is the greatest proponent of your interests is going to go around destroying mosques. And in doing so, the AAP has made a strategic mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, if the AAP wants to play catch up with the BJP on the Hindu vote, it should realize it will at the most be a distant runner-up. The AAP is not talking about the issues which brought the AAP into existence for the first time. It is, for example, not talking at all about fighting corruption. Is the AAP embarrassed about Liquorgate? Does it realize it's lost out on the issue which brought it to power in the first place? Ladies and gentlemen, by highlighting this issue or making this an issue, the Aam Aadmi Party has walked straight into the BJP's strong point, and there I think it's going to lose out to the BJP, because whether they like it or not, Delhi is 80 to 81% Hindu, and the Hindu vote strongly consolidates behind the BJP. Ladies and gentlemen, the second point is the moment you make this election about religion, then the AAP should also be prepared to answer the people of this country. What stand have they taken on the anti-Sanatan, anti-Hindu comments of Udayanidhi Stalin, or most recently a couple of days back, Pinarayi Vijayan, who mocks the Hindu religion? Does the AAP not continue to have an alliance with them, an operational alliance, a practical alliance? Is it willing to give up that alliance to be seen to be the defenders of Hinduism? It can't, and that's why I believe the AAP is in a really, really weak position when it makes that argument. Of course, we have a huge debate tonight, and we're going to debate this. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, if the AAP wants to be seen, if Arvind Kejriwal realizes, I'm going to change my game now, and I'm going to be this great Hindu political warrior, then people will also ask whether it's true or not that his number two, Manish Sisodia, wanted a university constructed in Ayodhya rather than a Ram temple. That Arvind Kejriwal himself had said, mocking the BJP in 2021, that they say mandir wahi banayenge, but tarikh nahi batayenge. Ladies and gentlemen, a party that was promising and not even delivering 18,000 rupees a month for every Muslim imam is now trying to turn itself into a pro-Hindu party. And my advice to Arvind Kejriwal is this: that's an area where you will be under question, where at the most you will be a poor runner-up. Now, Arvind, is that where you want to land up this time? Ladies and gentlemen, two debates tonight. Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. I have a terrific panel for you tonight. Terrific panel. We've got Sudhanshu Trivedi taking on Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party. That's a huge panel. And ladies and gentlemen, I personally believe, if you ask me, that if the controversial Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh thought that he could just say sorry and get along with it, he can't be allowed to do that. He must be taken to task. That's a big debate at 8:30 p.m. tonight. And at 9 o'clock this evening. I'm appalled. I'm appalled that a man who knows nothing about Hinduism, a man who knows nothing about Sanatan Dharma, has the temerity to launch one of the most brutal attacks on Hinduism. That's debate number 3, and we have the headlines now this Wednesday evening on the Debate Tonight.
I really feel regret, and I would like to apologize to the old victims.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh apologized to the people of Manipur for the loss of hundreds of lives during the last 20 months of ethnic violence. Indie leaders call it an admission of guilt and demand his resignation. After Tamil Nadu Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, it is now another Indie ally. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, who brutally targets Sanatan Dharma and continues to do so. He says that Brahmanism is being enforced in the guise of Sanatan Dharma. It's an all-out war between the BJP, the Delhi LG and the Aam Aadmi Party. The Delhi Chief Minister Atishi says she has documentary evidence against Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena that he ordered the demolition of temples and Buddhist religious structures in the national capital. And ladies and gentlemen, the big fight, the huge fight in Delhi, where the Aam Aadmi Party wants to be seen to be a very strong pro-Hindu party, and turning the election, giving it a spin, saying that the BJP has an anti-Hindu line and that is why it wants to destroy temples in Delhi. Neither claims have been finally investigated, but nevertheless, my view has been very clear. If Arvind Kejriwal wants to be the Hindu icon, then in a battle with the BJP, he is bound to fail.
Just days ahead of elections in the national capital, the political fight between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP is snowballing. In the latest, Delhi Chief Minister has accused the BJP of planning to demolish Hindu temples and a Buddhist site.
उस रिलीजियस कमेटी ने सीमापुरी में, न्यू उस्मानपुर में, वेस्ट पटेल नगर में, मंगोलपुरी में मंदिर तोड़ने का फैसला लिया है। अब बताएं एलजी ऑफिस, क्या ये कागज झूठे हैं? बताएं एलजी ऑफिस, क्या उन्होंने इन फैसलों पर अपनी मोहर नहीं लगाई है? इन सब मंदिरों और धार्मिक स्थानों को तोड़ने का भारतीय जनता पार्टी का इरादा है।
According to the Delhi Chief Minister, a religious committee convened on the 22nd of November and ordered the demolition of 6 religious structures. In a sharp reply, the LG Secretariat alleged that the Chief Minister was playing cheap politics to divert attention from her as well as her predecessor Arvind Kejriwal's failures.
Deputy CM, CM and leader of the house in parliament, leader of the party in parliament. ऐसे आपने विविधतापूर्ण भ्रष्टाचार कभी नहीं देखा होगा। ये तीनों शराब के घोटाले में गए, तो स्वास्थ्य मंत्री सत्येंद्र जैन जी हवाला के मामले में, अमानतुल्लाह खां वक्फ बोर्ड में, तो मुझे लगता है कि इतने प्रकार के विविधतापूर्ण भ्रष्टाचार के आरोप इतने कम कालखंड में किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में नहीं लगे होंगे, जिसका उदाहरण आम आदमी पार्टी ने प्रस्तुत किया है।
पिछले विधानसभा चुनाव से पहले भी इसी तरह से शाहीन बैग और उत्तर पूर्वी के दंगे आप लोगों ने करवाने की कोशिश की थी, और आज जानबूझकर मंदिरों का नाम ले लेकर जिस तरह से आप दिल्ली में सांप्रदायिक तनाव पैदा करना चाहती हैं, मैं आपको चेतावनी देता हूं। अगर दिल्ली में कोई भी दुर्घटना घटती है तो उसकी जिम्मेदार आप होंगी, क्योंकि आप सनातन और हिंदू धर्म विरोधी हैं।
It's an all-out BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party face-off on Delhi temple's demolition.
Ladies and gentlemen, my question for this evening, my news desk may please note, will Arvind Kejriwal succeed in portraying himself as a pro-Hindu leader? Ladies and gentlemen, will Arvind Kejriwal succeed in portraying himself as a pro pro-Hindu leader. Because as I said, मुझे लगता है कि ये पूरी स्ट्रैटेजी है अरविंद केजरीवाल की. वो दिखाना चाहते हैं कि वो प्रो-हिंदू हैं. मुस्लिम वोट कांग्रेस पार्टी को जा रही है. वो हिंदू वोट को तोड़ना चाहते हैं. And he needs to portray himself as a pro-Hindu leader. Sudhanshu Trivedi, welcome. And Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party, welcome. First question, and Anmol, I want answers to my questions. I do not want to give a prepared speech from your side. Anmol, you will agree with me that a half truth is a lie. आधा सच को झूठ माना जाता है. ये सब लोग मानते हैं. आपने आधा सच, max to max आधा सच बोला. You have put out a half truth. And I'm appalled that on the 1st of January, पहले साल के पहले दिन में आपने आधा सच यानी कि झूठ लोगों के सामने रखा. You have not mentioned, I have seen the minutes of the meeting of the religious committee held on 22nd 11/2024. Point number 2, please see. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please note. Proposal for removal of encroachment in the shape of a mosque or a masjid. A mosque, namely कोर्ट जिसका नाम दिया गया है अल मदीना. This is also a proposal in the minutes of the meeting, but neither in the press conference nor in the letter आपने इसकी कोई मेंशन की है. आपने सिर्फ और सिर्फ the letter to Vinay Kumar Saxena ji talks about the list of temples and Buddhist places of worship. It does not mention anywhere that an encroachment in the name of a mosque is also being planned. Why have you not mentioned that? Why did you edit that out?
Arnab ji, I think you have not seen the tweet by the Aam Aadmi Party wherein the minutes of meeting are placed in public domain. तो अगर किसी को इतनी ज़्यादा दिक्कत है तो वो ट्वीट जाके पढ़ सकता है. We have not hidden this part, but this same minutes of meeting also mentions at point number 4, you must read, proposal for a shifting of religious structure in the shape of mandir. Address is mentioned 22A Dilshad Garden. Another is proposal 4.2, proposal for shifting of religious structure in the shape of mandir. It is block 1 H101. 4.3, it is mandir located in Simapuri. Another is 4.4, mandir located in Gokalpuri. Another is 4.5, it is a mandir located in New Usmanpur. We have stated everything on
Anmol,
in the public domain.
A follow-up question to you. Thank you very much. I request your attention. देखिए, आधा सच झूठ होता है. Half truth is a lie. And ladies and gentlemen, just watch now how I expose the real truth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, proposal 4.6, क्योंकि बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने मुस्लिम और क्रिश्चियन सो कॉल्ड रिलीजियस साइट्स, क्योंकि नोबडी नोज वेदर रिलीजियस साइट और नॉट, एनक्रोचमेंट को बिल्कुल डिलीट कर दिया है. proposal for shifting of religious structure in the shape of church. Church. Now, आपके चिट्ठी में, in the letter of Atishi to the Chief Minister, there is no reference to church. There is no reference to mosque. Because all you want to do, कि आधे सच को लोगों के सामने रख के पोर्ट्रे करने की कोशिश करें कि आप हिंदू धर्म के सबसे बड़े एडवोकेट हैं, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि 81% हिंदू वोट है. So are you noticing this, viewers? 4.6 church deleted. 4.6 church deleted. Mosque deleted.
It's in the.
It is not in the letter.
We have tweeted it. Maybe you are not on. You are not.
No.
On
You have not highlighted it in your letter.
The whole world saw it.
You have not highlighted it in your letter.
Can I respond?
Then what you are trying to say, 1 minute more. What you are trying to give, you see, viewers, the impression Atishi tried to give is that BJP does not care about Hindu sentiments, but we care about Hindu sentiments. They did not mention, there's nothing to do with Hindu sentiments. This is basically illegal encroachments को तोड़ने का plan है. इसको ये spin दिया गया, and because of my good research, I have been able to counter and corner Anmol in the beginning of the debate. Now, my question to Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Can I respond?
1 minute. My question for Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. My question to you is,
what Anmol has spoken, it has unequivocally and categorically clarified the thing. The word used by Anmol himself when he was reading his party's own tweet, shifting of the religious place. On the contrary, when Atishi ji was speaking, she never used the word shifting. She used the word demolition. There is a huge difference between shifting, that too for the purpose of encroachment, and the demolition as if they are standing on the legal side. There is a huge difference. And you have not mentioned mosque and others. We can understand, because in your eyes only temples are encroaching. The encroachment of the mosque or mazar doesn't mention or doesn't have any eye in your scheme of things.
Louder.
And the people of the country are wise enough. This is the alliance and the party, let me complete submission. This is the party which has used not only the word, which alliance has a conference, eradication of Sanatan Dharma. It was a conference, 2-day conference, so not a statement. And you people stood with that. When it was said that the Sanatan Dharma was dengue, malaria, then another minister of DMK said, no, it has to be HIV. Even today Pinari Vijayan has said, you people were standing in front of those who were tearing apart the Ramcharitmanas. And you people were, that is a very well-known video of Arvind Kejriwal ji, कि राम मंदिर के ऊपर unnecessary उनको अपनी फैमिली को बीच में नहीं लाना चाहिए, कि मेरी नानी ने कहा कबूल नहीं करेगा. और मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, the encroachment and demolition of Ayodhya and Kashi and Mathura, what is your stand? We consider that these temples were demolished by Aurangzeb, so this symbolizes that our prestige has been subdued, and which it has to be re-established in the present time. The court will decide. But our feeling is that I want a categorical answer from Aam Aadmi Party. What is your feeling on the demolition of Kashi, Mathura and Ayodhya?
Can I respond, Arnab ji?
No, I want to bring your attention once again,
Can I respond?
to point number 5.1. Please look at it. So that we can be on the same page on point number 5.1, if I can please bring your attention. Complaint of Save India Foundation regarding demolition of illegal Jama Masjid Noor-e-Ilahi constructed on function site CC 42 Pitampura, North Zone Road 42 Pitampura. 5.2, complaint of Save India Foundation regarding demolition of illegal Dargah Panch Peer on land of Delhi Development Authority in Mongolpuri industrial area. Actually, what you are doing, you are trying to protect the mosque, but you are trying to highlight the proposed demolition of a temple.
Can I respond?
Why don't you mention here church, mosque? Nowhere you mention. But you're only focusing on temple because we want people to forget what you said about Ram temple in the past.
Can I
You want Hindus in Delhi to forget the way time you used to question the construction of a Ram temple. You have been seen to be associating with Congress, which is pro-Muslim. You want to suddenly become pro-Hindu.
Are you debating with Sudhanshu ji, or do I?
I am cornering you, Anmol, very badly today.
But will I get the opportunity
yes,
to
you
speak,
will.
Or you'll just end your show on...
No, I will not end my show without letting you speak. Why should I?
See, we don't practice vote bank politics or politics of religion. It is the Bharatiya Janata Party जो धर्म की और जाति की राजनीति करती है. We prioritize welfare of every section of society. We focus on काम की राजनीति. That is why in the past 10 years of governance, the people of Delhi has seen the kind of work Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has done in last 10 years. We promised the people of Delhi free world-class education. We delivered it. We promised them free 24/7 electricity. We delivered it. We promised them free healthcare facility. We delivered it. We laid 6,800 kilometers of sewer pipelines, 10,000 kilometers of pipelines, 38 new flyovers,
to be seen
25,000
to be
new
pro-Hindu
classrooms,
today.
450 kilometer of metro lines.
What is your view on what Pinarayi Vijayan has said abusive towards Hinduism?
Just a minute, please.
What is
do not interrupt.
See,
Please do not interrupt.
No,
See,
you want to be
let
seen
me
to be
complete.
pro-Hindu. Your ally has abused Hinduism today. What is your view on Pinarayi Vijayan?
The fact is, the Bharatiya Janata Party is rattled because it is for the first time in the history of this country, the day before yesterday, Arvind Kejriwal ji announced this Pujari Granthi Samman Yojana. They have governments in more than 20 states, and Mr. Sudhanshu ji, you are the fifth spokesperson I am asking, that you have government in more than 20 states. For the last 75 years, what were you doing? In Gujarat and Maharashtra, you have governments for more than 25 years. You are objecting to this scheme. Why didn't you implement this scheme in your states? आप बताइए. And you were talking about anti-Hindu remarks. Your own Deputy CM of Uttar Pradesh, Dinesh Sharma, what did he say?
Sudhanshu Trivedi, please respond.
उन्होंने कहा
Okay, time to okay. Now Sudhanshu is responding.
उन्होंने कहा सीता माता test tube baby. And let me show you what your member of parliament Naresh Agarwal said in the parliament house. And still he's a member of your party. I'll hear this.
No, but
hear this out.
But can okay.
विष्णु में विष्णु बसे, लम में श्री राम, जिनमें माता जानकी और ठर स्वान सियावल बात।
ऐसे लोगों को आपने अपनी पार्टी में सांसद बनाया हुआ है और उसके बाद आप हिंदू
Sudhanshu Trivedi, please respond quickly. We have limited time tonight.
कहते हैं कि आप सच्चे हिंदू
मैं आपको फिर से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी जवाब दीजिए प्लीज. इस जो पॉइंट इन्होंने रेज किया है प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू हिम सो दैट आई कैन.
मैं बताना चाहता हूँ
सुधांशु जी, आप बड़े जिम्मेदार और वरिष्ठ प्रवक्ता हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के. आपकी केंद्र में सरकार है. आज बता दीजिए कि कब आप 22 राज्यों में पुजारी ग्रंथि सम्मान योजना जैसी योजना लागू करेंगे. बता दीजिए ना.
अनमोल जी मेरी बात सुनिए. अरे भाई, अरे मेरी बात सुनिए महोदय
जी.
आपने जो नरेश अग्रवाल का वीडियो दिखाया वो तब है जब वो समाजवादी पार्टी में थे.
तो आपने
हमारी पार्टी में आने के बाद किसी ने कभी कोई एक वर्ड बोला हो तो
सांसद क्यों बनाया
आपके? तो आप पे सम्मान किया. आप बोल रहे थे मैंने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया. आप बोल रहे थे मैंने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया. आप बोल रहे थे मैंने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया. फिर देखिए फिर बीच में बोलने लगे.
व्यक्ति को पलकों पे बिठाया.
अनमोल
अरे भाई जय श्री राम बोल.
अनमोल टू बी फेयर ही लिसन टू यू.
डिस्टर्ब करने लगे.
प्लीज रिटर्न द फेवर. थैंक यू.
आप बोल रहे थे मैंने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया. मैं कह रहा हूं आपने तो गठबंधन में रहते हुए हिंदू धर्म को कहा है कि ये वायरस है. और सुनिए अभी आगे बोलता हूं, मेरी बात सुनिए. आपके कर्नाटक के कांग्रेस के मिनिस्टर सतीश जारकिहोली जो कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष रहे, उनका ये वर्ड है हिंदू शब्द गंदा है.
जवाब
प्रियांक खड़गे का हिंदू धर्म के बारे में आपत्तिजनक बयान है. आपका तो अरे सुनिए आपका अलायंस में रहते हुए बयान है भाई. चलिए आज सुनिए. अरे सुनिए केजरीवाल जी को उस बयान के लिए माफी मांग लीजिए कि आप राम मंदिर के ऊपर नहीं. अरे हमारे यहाँ तो जो आया हमारे यहाँ अब जय श्री राम कह के आया. मैं चुनौती दे के कहता हूँ हमारे साथ. अब देखिए सबको पता है whenever the uncomfortable fact comes there is no option left. अब मैं बता. अरे भाई बोलने तो दीजिए. क्या तरीका है भाई, बार बार बीच में डिस्टर्ब करते चले जा रहे हैं.
प्लीज
हर सेंटेंस के ऊपर आप बोल रहे हैं. मैं तो आपकी अपनी बारी का इंतजार किया.
अनमोल ही लिसन टू यू.
मैंने अपनी बारी का इंतजार किया.
Listen to you. This is heckling is not debating. Anmol, heckling is not debating. Heckling is not debating. Anmol, he spoke over. He was quiet when you spoke. This is not appropriate. Thank you very much. He was quiet. No, I don't give you 10 seconds now because he was quiet when you spoke. He was completely quiet when you spoke. You are only trying to heckle. You're not going to get points like that. Thank you. Please wait. Thank you.
हाँ. अब मैं बताना चाहता हूं आप गवर्नमेंट में हैं साहब. आप दीजिए, आप फॉर्म मत भरवाइए. यू आर नॉट द पार्टी विच इज एस्पायरिंग टू कम इन द गवर्नमेंट लाइक कांग्रेस वाज डूइंग द फॉर्म्स. दीजिए ना, करके दिखाइए. और मैं बताना चाहता हूं कोई भी पुजारी जो भली बात ये समझता है कि जिसने हिंदू धर्म को HIV कहा, जिसने हिंदू धर्म को वायरस कहा, जिसने हिंदू धर्म का समूल नाश का संकल्प लिया, अगर वो कोई गठबंधन आके कहता है कि हम आपको वो देंगे, तो वो पुजारी जो रामचरितमानस और रामायण सबको बताता, उसे पता है कि सीता माता का हरण करने के लिए जब रावण आया था तो वो राक्षसी वेश में नहीं आया था, साधु का वेश लगाकर आया था. तो यह बात बहुत साफ दिखाई पड़ती है. और सुनिए अनमोल, दिखाइए नहीं, मैं चैलेंज करके पूछ रहा हूं. डीएमके ने इरेडिकेशन ऑफ सनातन धर्म कहा था कि नहीं, और आप उसके साथ खड़े रहे थे कि नहीं? बोलिए आज. कहिए आज, बोलिए कि डीएमके ने गलत बोला था. बोलिए. अरे भाई आप सनातन धर्म के नाश का संकल्प ले रहे हैं. सनातन धर्म के नाश का संकल्प ले रहे हो मेरे भाई, कम से कम उस बयान को तो विड्रॉ कर लो, और अगर देना है तो अभी दे के दिखाओ। मगर मैं बताना चाहता हूं अर्णव, एक लाइन
हम तो
मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं,
तुम्हारी सरकार 30-30 साल से है, तुम कभी नहीं दोगे।
क्या तरीका है भाई बीच में डिस्टर्ब करने लगते हैं?
तुम मौलवियों के
क्या तरीका है भाई बीच में
50-50% जो है वो बढ़ाओगे उनके ऑनर।
अरे भाई मैंने आपसे कहा आपकी गवर्नमेंट है तो आप देने का वादा क्यों कर रहे हैं? अभी तो इलेक्शन कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट नहीं लगा ना, दे के दिखाइए। हमने जो बातें कही, हमने महाराष्ट्र में कहा तो चुनाव से पहले 4 किस्त दे के दिखाया।
हमने तुमने ये दे के दिखाया, 50% मुस्लिम क्लेरिक्स की हरियाणा में आपने ऑनरेरियम बढ़ाया मौलवियों का।
मेरे भाई यही अंतर है, आप कहते कुछ
मध्य प्रदेश में
करते कुछ। क्या तरीका?
मध्य प्रदेश में भी आपने मौलवियों का ऑनरेरियम बढ़ाया, लेकिन आप ग्रंथी सम्मान।
Anmol, you can speak after he finishes. You'll both get your turn here. 1 minute, please. Let him complete. You see, it's only a 1 versus 1 debate. Just put it down for a while. Sudhanshu, complete your point, then I have 2 questions.
It is just 1 versus 1 debate, Arnab. So I urge you that when he is speaking, you put my fader off. And when I'm
clear. I'm clear.
So
1 versus 1. Only 1 versus 1. Please continue.
They should have a fair
Sudhanshu.
chance to listen everybody's view.
It's your turn now, Sudhanshu. Complete your point.
So I just want to one sentence that those who have pledged a sankalp, who have taken a pledge to eradicate Sanatan Dharma, at least you should withdraw it. Then it will be seen as something genuinity in you. Those who have said Hindu Dharma ganda hai, withdraw it. Those who have, जिन्होंने रामचरितमानस फाड़ी, आप उसको विड्रॉ कर लीजिए। उसके बाद आप प्रायश्चित करिए और उसके बाद आके बोलिए। और सबसे पहला प्रायश्चित अपनी नानी जी को जाके कहें, अब वो जीवित है या नहीं मुझे पता नहीं है, जो उन्होंने कहा था कि राम मंदिर में तो कोई ऐसे मंदिर में तो जा ही नहीं सकता जिसको मस्जिद तोड़ के बनाई गई हो। तो मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं, शाहीन बाग आपके दिल में है, वो भी आपने बोला था। और औरंगजेब के नाम की कब्र जब हटाई गई थी रोड, तो आकर अमानतुल्लाह खान ने, तब वो कांग्रेस में हुआ करते थे, छाती पीटी थी। औरंगजेब के नाम का जब हमने हटा के अबुल कलाम का नाम किया था, जिसने मंदिर तोड़ने के रिकॉर्ड बनाए हुए हैं, सरकारी फरमान है। और बस एक बात, और इसके अलावा एक जवाब दे दीजिए कि अयोध्या, मथुरा और काशी पे आपका क्या स्टैंड है, जो डिमोलिशन ऑफ टेंपल हुआ था। उसके बाद समझ में आएगा, वरना देश की जनता अच्छी तरह समझती है पंचतंत्र की कथा में कौन भगत है, कौन सगुना भगत है।
Sudhanshu Trivedi, my next question is to Anmol Pawar, and please everyone hear this. Yeah, Anmol, you will respond to that and my question. No. My question and his response both together for you. Please pay close attention right now. See, and please let me complete the question, and when I complete, answer the question. Today, Sudhanshu Trivedi has just said that Arvind Kejriwal was against the construction of the Ram temple. You see, I believe, viewers, that you cannot be anti-Hindu in June and pro-Hindu in January. In June, the India Alliance was saying that we must eradicate Sanatan Dharma. In January, Delhi elections are coming. You are saying, why are temples being targeted? My very specific question to you viewers, to Anmol viewers, is this. Arvind Kejriwal said that even my grandmother will not approve of a Ram temple in Ayodhya. And in fact, he said that I was so sad when Babri Masjid was demolished that I went to my grandmother, I went to my nani, that you will be very happy because the Ram temple is being built. But apparently, Arvind Kejriwal's grandmother told him, I am not happy, I am very sad because my God cannot reside in a temple that is built by demolishing the Babri Masjid. This was the position of Arvind Kejriwal quite recently. Secondly, Manish Sisodia, Arvind Kejriwal's number 2, said, why do we need a Ram temple? We should have a university there, not a Ram temple. These are things that people remember. You can't go away from that. Now, either one can say today, this was not said or it was said. But Anmol, it was said. And today there is 81% Hindu population. Hindu is a very awakened vote bank right now. Hindus are voting together. Should the Hindus expect you to explain why you were anti-Ram temple? Why were you anti-Ram temple, against the construction of a Ram temple in Ayodhya?
See, Arnab, if we would have been anti-Ram temple, then Arvind Kejriwal would not have visited the Ram temple with his whole family. And the people of Delhi have already given a mandate in 2020. People don't believe in these baseless claims. उन्हें पता है कि कौन विकास की राजनीति कर रहा है. सुधांशु जी से जैसे ही मैंने सवाल पूछा कि आप बताइए, आपकी 20 राज्यों से में सरकार है, पिछले 70 साल से देश की, विश्व की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी, सर्टिफिकेट देते घूमते हैं ये राष्ट्रवाद का और धर्म का. ये बताएं, एक भी राज्य में इन्होंने पुजारी ग्रंथी के सम्मान के लिए कोई योजना क्यों नहीं लाए? क्यों महाराष्ट्र में 50% मुस्लिम क्लेरिक्स की इन्होंने ऑनरेरियम बढ़ाया? क्यों इन्होंने मध्य प्रदेश में 50% बढ़ाया? क्यों हरियाणा में इन्होंने 50% बढ़ाया? इन्हें क्यों पुजारियों और ग्रंथियों की याद नहीं?
एक काउंटर एंड देन सुधांशु विल रिप्लाई. एक काउंटर एंड देन सुधांशु विल रिप्लाई because it's a good question. No, one counter to you from my side.
Just a minute. Yesterday, Arnab, their senior spokesperson, Mr. R.P. Singh, he slapped our party spokesperson just because he asked कि आप ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर पाए. अब आज बताइए आप क्यों इतने. और दूसरा एक जरूरी सवाल, क्योंकि बड़े वरिष्ठ और बड़े समान के काबिल हैं सुधांशु जी, तो इन्हें जानकारी भी होगी कि भाई 20 राज्यों में इतने साल से सरकार है. मैं चैलेंज करता हूं, इन्हें ये बता दें कि कोई भी एक राज्य जहां पे 24 घंटे मुफ्त बिजली दे पाई हो इनकी सरकार, 24 घंटे मुफ्त पानी दे पाई हो, वर्ल्ड क्लास
Sudhanshu's turn to reply.
सेवाएं दे पाई हो. एक राज्य बता दें, मैं डिबेट छोड़ के.
Sudhanshu's turn to reply, but before that I will just come in with a point and then Sudhanshu will reply.
Last question. What was the need to bribe voters 1100 rupees? Your own member of parliament, former member of parliament, Pravesh Verma, वो खुल के कह रहे हैं मीडिया में कि जी मैं तो बांटूंगा पैसे 1100 रुपए, और आप उन्हें पुलिस प्रोटेक्शन दे रहे हैं. अगर आपकी इतनी बढ़िया स्थिति है, then why are you resorting to mass voter deletion of Purvanchalis by labeling them as Rohingyas
and Sudhanshu will reply to your point, but before that I want to ask you, just by way of clarification, और सच बताइए, आधा सच नहीं और झूठ नहीं, कितने ग्रंथियों को आपने पंजाब में 18,000 रुपए की स्टाइपेंड दी है? अंडर विच स्कीम? आप तो पावर में हैं, यू आर इन पावर. Why have you not given anyone in Punjab, any granthi in Punjab, this monthly salary that you are promising in Delhi?
Can I respond, Arnab? Arnab, governance is work in progress, which is why people
Come on now.
5 years.
Kya work in progress?
We have still not implemented that scheme in Punjab, but in the future we will certainly.
पंजाब में ग्रंथी कम है.
हम हर वो काम करेंगे जो इस देश के इतिहास में 75 साल में कोई और.
Viewers have got my answer. Sudhanshu, will you please respond to his first point?
In the last 10 years, the work which we have done, no other party can compete with the same.
Okay, Sudhanshu.
Whether it's the Congress or the BJP.
Arnab, in these days, in country, for most of the political class, there is a crisis of credibility. That what they say, they do not do it. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, BJP and NDA has reversed this trend. We have become the affirmation of credibility. And the extreme other end is Aam Aadmi Party, which is whatever they say, they do not do it. That's why on the issue of Granthi in Punjab, they are mum. Like in the same manner as Priyanka Gandhi was saying, we will give 1/3, 50% tickets to women in UP. But simultaneously, when Uttarakhand and Punjab election was going, no, we will not give in Uttarakhand and Punjab where Congress was in serious contest, and we will give in UP where there is nothing to there. So one thing is, it is a clear, categorical, candid admission of Aam Aadmi Party that they are going to lose. So in an utter desperation, they are trying to do this. And on the technical ground, I would like to say, शायद आपको हिंदू धर्म का पता नहीं है. पुजारियों के बारे में जानते हैं क्या होता है? इसी दिल्ली का उदाहरण दे रहा हूं. फिरोज शाह तुगलक की फतवते फिरोज शाही में लिखा हुआ है कि सबसे मुश्किल काम है पुजारियों और पंडितों को कन्वर्ट करना, क्योंकि अगर इनको राज भी दे दो तो धर्म छोड़ने को तैयार नहीं होते हैं. क्योंकि उनका विचार जानते क्या होता है? जे तपके परलोक सुधारे, तिनके नहीं कोई संपत्ति इच्छा, मोरे हिये हरिके पद पंकज 12,000 लो परीक्षा. जो तप करके परलोक सुधारते हैं और दूसरों के परलोक सुधारने का रास्ता देते हैं, वो संपत्ति की इच्छा से विचलित नहीं होते हैं. और मोरे हिये हरिके पद पंकज, जो अपने हृदय में ईश्वर के चरण कमल रखते हैं, 12,000 लो परीक्षा. उसकी परीक्षा ले लीजिए, तब भी वो नहीं विचलित होते हैं, चाहे उनको क्या जीना पड़े। औरन को धन चाहिए बाबरी, बामन को धन केवल भिक्षा। यदि भिक्षा मांगकर भी जीवन यापन करना पड़ा तो धर्म के साथ जो खड़े रहे, आपको लगता है कि आप मुखौटा लगाकर हिंदू धर्म को समूल नाश करने का षड्यंत्र रचकर डिसमेंटलिंग ग्लोबल हिंदुत्व, पूरे वर्ल्ड में कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई 2021 में, हिंदू समाज को बांटने के लिए किसी भी सीमा तक जाकर, आपको लगता है कि इस चेहरे के साथ वो लोग समझ में आएंगे? वो आपके चंद रुपयों पे जाने वाले नहीं, वो उस सम्मान के साथ खड़े जो हमारी पार्टी ने किया है। आपने देखिए, हिंदू धर्म का स्वाभिमान देखिए और ग्रंथियों के लिए देखिए। आप ये बताइए, ननकाना साहब और करतारपुर साहब तो 4.5 किलोमीटर था, कोई सरकार नहीं बना पाई उसको, हमने 4.5 किलोमीटर का कॉरिडोर बनाया। वीर बाल दिवस मोदी जी ने बनाया। और अगर हिंदू धर्म के लिए देखना है, केदारनाथ का भव्य मंदिर देखिए, काशी विश्वनाथ का कॉरिडोर देखिए, महाकाल का कॉरिडोर देखिए, दिव्य और भव्य श्री राम जन्मभूमि का मंदिर देखिए, और कुशीनगर में भगवान बुद्ध की महानिर्वाण स्थली के ऊपर देखिए भव्य स्वरूप।
Okay, I'll have to close. That's a very long intervention.
किस प्रकार से आगे बढ़ रहा है, तो धर्म के रक्षक उसके अनुसार चलने वाले हैं।
Anmol, I give you exactly 10 seconds. Because
यदि रावण आया था आसुरी वेश की बजाय साधु के वेश में, तो कम से कम पुजारी तो उसे बड़ी बात समझते हैं।
He says you're trying to bribe pujaris and granthis and it will not work.
देखिए, हम भी जो हैं भगवान के बच्चे हैं, लेकिन आज इस देश में 80 करोड़ से ज्यादा ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिन्हें मूलभूत सुविधाएं नहीं दे पा रही आपकी सरकार, बिजली, पानी, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य नहीं दे पा रही आपकी सरकार। क्या जवाब दोगे उस भगवान को? क्या कहोगे, क्यों उन्हें भूखा मारा है, क्यों उन्हें शिक्षा नहीं दे पाए, क्यों उन्हें स्वास्थ्य नहीं दे पाए, क्यों उन्हें पानी नहीं दे पाए? इतने साल राज करने के बाद भगवान बड़ा नाराज होगा आपसे। आप लोगों को धोखा दे सकते हैं, उसे धोखा नहीं दे सकते आप, सुधांशु जी। आप कलाकार हैं, आप शब्दों से खेल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन
कलाकार
दिल्ली की जनता इतनी समझदार है, दिल्ली की जनता इतनी समझदार है, इसीलिए आपको हर बार वो नकार देती है और इस बार भी नकारेगी। Because the only responsibility given to the BJP-led central government was deteriorating law and order situation, which is there's crumbling law and order situation. देखिए आज क्या हाल है।
Sudhanshu Trivedi, I give you 20 seconds to respond. I am going over time. Please, thank you very much, Anmol. Sudhanshu's 10 seconds to respond.
अर्णव, अब मैं केवल एक फैक्चुअल बात करता हूं, कोई इधर उधर की बात नहीं, ये कलाकार की बात कर रहे हैं। इस देश की आबादी है 1 अरब 40 करोड़। ये पता नहीं कहां से लेके आते हैं। आज 1 अरब 10 करोड़ लोगों के हाथ में मोबाइल है। वो कहां से आया है साहब? 92 करोड़ लोगों के पास इंटरनेट है, 84 करोड़ लोगों के पास स्मार्टफोन है मेरे भाई, स्मार्टफोन। और आप कह रहे हैं कि लोगों के पास खाने को नहीं है। 80 करोड़ लोगों को राशन दिया जा रहा है, वो तो एक बात है। 84 करोड़ लोगों के पास स्मार्टफोन भी है, ये दर्शाता है। इसीलिए मैं बताना चाहता हूं, ये जो एक नजरिया आप
Ladies and gentlemen, my first debate, जो मेरा पहला डिबेट है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल प्रो हिंदू टर्न क्या चलेगी। 90% से नो, that is the poll answer to that. Anmol and Sudhanshu, thank you very much and Happy New Year to both of you for that great debate. नए साल की बहुत शुभकामनाएं। Ladies and gentlemen, a year and a half after the violent clashes, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh comes and says, I'm sorry. Is saying sorry enough? I don't think so. Let's debate.
Months of unrest, days of agitation, and numerous instances of firing. Manipur has been in a state of civil strife for over a year now. Almost a year after violent clashes broke out, Chief Minister Biren Singh has issued an apology. He says the people must forgive and forget the past.
I really feel regret, and I would like to apologize to the old victims. Whatever happened is happened. We have to forgive and forget the past mistakes, and we have to start a new life, a peaceful Manipur.
However, A political war of words has broken out after the Chief Minister's statement. The Congress has questioned why Prime Minister Modi has not made a single trip to the state so far. The party has called for the Chief Minister's resignation.
जब मुख्यमंत्री खुद दो समुदायों के बीच के झगड़े में उनको बढ़ाते हुए झगड़ों को पाए जाते हैं, ऐसा लगता है कि एक साइड लेकर चल रहे हैं। पूरी प्रशासन को पुलिस से कहा जाता है कि एक समुदाय की मदद करो, एक की नहीं, तो इसमें माफ़ी नहीं बनती है। ये ऐसा मामला है जो माफ़ नहीं किया जा सकता है। और अगर सही में इनको लगता था कि इन्होंने ये कृत्य गलत किए हैं तो इनको इस्तीफा देना चाहिए।
While Biren Singh has hit back, saying that the state is paying the price of the old sins of the Congress party. The RJD meanwhile followed ally Congress and called the apology insufficient.
This sorry should have come earlier. ये पहले आना चाहिए था। पश्चाताप बहुत अच्छी प्रवृत्ति होती है, बहुत अच्छा मूल्य है। आपने डिनायल मोड में रखा। आज तकरीबन 19-20 महीने के बाद आप सिर्फ सॉरी बोल रहे हैं, और आपकी सॉरी से रप्चर्ड रिलेशनशिप को क्या फायदा होगा?
An apology rejected. An all-out blame game. Who is responsible for Manipur unrest?
Spokesperson of the BJP in Manipur versus the spokesperson of the Congress MPCC. First to the BJP spokesperson Suresh Kumar Singh. Mr. Singh, the Chief Minister has said sorry. Is saying sorry enough? He also talks about mistakes that have been made. Is he talking about his own mistakes?
All right. First of all, Arnab, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to express my opinion regarding what been happening in Manipur since 2023. And recently there was a heated exchange of words or posts between Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur and leader of the Congress, Mr. Jai Ramesh. So, Mr. Arnab, according to me, the Congress has committed many sins, starting from 1967. Let me show you a proof. All right. This is a letter which was sent by the Burmese government asking for, rehabilitation of the Burmese in 1967 and 68. And during that time, the Congress ruled Manipur government was accepting that request, and repeatedly they rehabilitate the Kuki insurgent and Kuki illegal immigrants in Manipur. That is the one root cause of what's been happening in Manipur. If they fence the Indo-Myanmar border on time, the problem should not happen. If they started identification of illegal immigrants long time back, the problem which we've been facing right now should not be happening. If they scrap the FMR in the earlier days, then the problem which we've been witnessing right now should not be happen. And the last most important thing is that, Mr. Arnab, let me ask a very simple question to the Congress spokesperson. Why you sign a SU agreement in the year 2008, 22nd August, when there is no official attack or official crime committed by the Kuki insurgent? And why you signed that agreement with the Myanmar-based migrants? So this is the...
So, the history is this, viewers, that there is an agreement which was signed when Congress was in power in 2008. At that time, Chidambaram was the Home Minister.
Right.
And they signed a SU agreement. SU means Suspension of Operations Agreement. It was brought in 2008. This was done among Kuki-Zo militants on one side and the center and state governments on the other. Tell me, Advocate Dr. Rabi, explain that, one. Secondly, you've made all the mistakes of the past. Biren Singh has come now. He's handling your problems according to the BJP. What moral ground do you have to speak on Manipur? Dr. Rabi, would you like to answer that?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Mr. Arnab, a very good evening and Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you.
I'm very lucky to present here with your channel. It is very interesting. Okay, you see Arnab, in the year 2005, the center and Kuki militant group signed an agreement regarding the suspension of operation. That time, Manipur government was not a party at all. Okay. Then in 2008, Manipur government was informed by the center, and the government of Manipur was also a part of the party. But during the last many years, since 2005 till 2017 past part, that is up to February, March of the 2017, under the Manipur, under the Indian National
Sir, why
Congress.
did you, my question to you is, sir, I'm so sorry to intervene. The Kuki groups are, secessionist, right? But your government entered into an agreement with them. You suspended operations. Sonia Gandhi was heading the NAC, Manmohan Singh was in power. Were you soft on the groups, the Kuki groups, which are primarily Christian? Were you soft on the Christian Kuki groups? Was Sonia Gandhi soft on the Christian Kuki groups? And if so, for what reason?
No, it is not like that. The Manipur was an insurgent, it is there. If any insurgent group, any underground group wants to sit together with the state government or center for bringing a peace, okay, it is the policy of the India government also. It is not regarding the Christian or tribal or nothing. It is not related like that. But any party, any insurgent group wants to have talk with the government, it should be welcome. It is even in the present BJP government,
You're basically saying Biren Singh should resign? Welcome. Are you saying Biren Singh should resign?
No, he must resign because he was very well. He was one of the kingmaker, lawmaker in the Congress regime. Congress, he was the minister. He knows everything. Then only he left the Congress party. Then he started to say that against the Congress.
If you're saying that, if you're saying that Biren Singh should resign because of the incidents of violence, then please answer my next question. Okram Ibobi Singh was Chief Minister of Manipur to complete 5 years between 2002 and 2007. There was so much bloody violence in that period, 400 instances, right? There were 1,728 cases of fake encounters when Ibobi Singh was Chief Minister. Why did he not resign? No, one minute. Why did he not resign? Why did Sonia Gandhi and Chidambaram never tell him to resign?
No, Arnab, it is not only in the Ibobi regime, 1,728, it was supposed to be...
Yeah, but you are saying that because Biren Singh, there has been violence, he should resign. There was much more violence under Ibobi Singh of the Congress. Did Sonia Gandhi ask him to resign?
Mr. Arnab, fake encounter and communal violence is totally different. Fake encounter, it may be fake or encounter, real encounter. It is the fight between
the Supreme Court ordered an investigation into those fake encounters, I'd like to remind you.
Right. But what of the 28 days are...
no, sir, my point is, please remember July 2004. The brutal and merciless torture of Thangjam Manorama, allegedly by an Assam Rifles team, right? Enquiry report before the Supreme Court alleged that Assam Rifles party crashed into her house, tortured her on the front porch, and she was taken away. Who was in power then? Exactly. Sir, I'm telling you because I'm from Northeast. You see, I know all this. 1 minute, sir, I'll tell you, sir. I'm from Guwahati, I'm from Northeast, I'm from Assam. I know more about the reality of Northeast than any of these other anchors. I'm asking you the reality. I'm not saying Biren Singh is innocent, but you have no right to ask him questions.
No, the incident happened at Thangjam Manorama was under the pressure of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958. It was between Assam Rifle personnel and the insurgent groups. It is not the fighting or violence between the communities. But the present violence is totally different. The state as well as the India government wants to control the insurgency at any cost. That is the agenda of the India government.
But should
India
it not be
government
the
does-
agenda of the Indian government to control the insurgency? What should the Indian government do? Spread the insurgency.
Let me come in.
One minute. Suresh Kumar Singh with the last intervention, the spokesperson of the BJP.
All right.
Please.
So my dear friend, Mr. Ravi, was been trying to say that, it was the Manorama was died because of the insurgent problem. Is that what you are trying to say? Who imposed the Armed Participation Power Act 1958 in Manipur? Who gifted that thing in Manipur? What happened in 1992 and 1993 between Kuki and Naga? 1,300 people were died. During that time, your president of All India Congress Committee, Mr. Narasimha Rao, was the Prime Minister of India. Did he visit Manipur during that conflict? So you cannot say that Manorama was died because of the insurgency. No, because that Manorama was died because of your the way of rule in the Manipur, because the Congress gifted Armed Participation Power Act 1958 in Manipur. That is the reason why Assam Rifles or army killed so many innocent people. So don't run away from the root causes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever been happening in Manipur.
Then why your BJP government
It's because of the
revoke the AFSPA from
why you
Manipur
signed the Sioux agreement in 2008 with the Myanmar
ruling 10 years. Why does BJP government...
Ladies and gentlemen. No, I advocate Dr. Ravi and Suresh Kumar Singh.
22nd August. Don't run away, Mr. Ravi.
Yeah, Suresh and Dr. Ravi.
Darkest day in Manipur.
Suresh and Dr. Ravi, what I have appreciated in this debate very much. I have two people from Manipur who are talking. They know the state, they know the history. What my biggest learning is, Suresh and Dr. Ravi, is let the people who know the region talk. People sitting in Delhi who don't know the history of Manipur have made it into a political slogan. But if you ask them the history of what happened in the 80s and the 90s, they won't know. And viewers, I'm grateful to these two gentlemen. I promise you. By the way, we asked Biren Singh to come on the program. Maybe he'll turn up tomorrow, I'm told. And viewers, thanking them on the other side tonight. There's one thing I don't want to allow to continue in the new year, and that is these politicians randomly abusing Hindus. Viewers, the abuse and open abuse and targeting of India's largest religion with the most number of people following it, constant and daily abuse of Hinduism, cannot become par for the course. We take on Pinarayi Vijayan when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
अभी कांग्रेस को बड़ा सपोर्ट मिला एक एक्सट्रीमिस्ट कम्युनल वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स का वायनाड में, और इसके बारे में पिनराई विजयन ने बताया भी था कि जमात इस्लामी का समर्थन कांग्रेस को मिला, और वो समर्थन वापस कैसे लिया जाए इस श्रृंखला में लगातार पिनराई विजयन इस प्रकार की टिप्पणी कर रहे हैं। ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। किसी और धर्म पर ऐसी टिप्पणी करने की ना इनकी हिम्मत है ना हैसियत है।
breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
I have a message for you today. We have had enough. Israel will not stand by, waiting for the world to act. We will defend our citizens, no matter how far the threat. For those who remain silent when our schools and playgrounds are attacked, do not call for de-escalation when we respond. Do not equate those who launch missiles to murder with those who protect their people.
The biggest news, the maximum headlines, the big breaking news from the Supreme Court right here at Republic Media Network headquarters. I'm Ridhim Anand Bhardwaj.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. The Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan knows nothing about Hinduism but insists on embarrassing himself by talking about it because he wants to get a few votes. Pinarayi Vijayan, I am addressing you. You are illiterate about my religion, about the religion of more than 80% of the population of India. You may be the Chief Minister of Kerala, but you have no right, along with your other India Alliance leaders, Udayanidhi Stalin and the others, to make the abuse of Hinduism into a political strategy. And hence, therefore, Pinarayi Vijayan, I am compelled to expose you and also expose the silence of the other leaders of the India Alliance who conveniently look the other way when you make your cringe-worthy comments. Pinarayi Vijayan's basic argument, ladies and gentlemen, is that Hindu saints have no religion. If you're a social reformer or a Hindu saint, you must not be considered to be a Hindu. By that logic, ladies and gentlemen, my question to Pinarayi Vijayan is this, and even Christians in Kerala must ask him this question. Would he say that Mother Teresa, who attained sainthood, had no religion? Would he also say equally, and the Christians in Kerala must ask him this question, that St. Francis had no religion and that none of the saints who have been bestowed sainthood have anything to do with Christianity? Ladies and gentlemen, if that were to be an absurd proposition, then his view that Hindu saints and social reformers have no religion is also equally absurd. My second point to people like Pinarayi Vijayan who want to falsely and maliciously reduce one of the greatest religions, one of the oldest religions of the world, Hinduism, down to the caste system or the ills of the caste system and so-called Brahmanism is this. They too are utter and pathetic illiterates. They are ignorant,
They're completely unaware of the facts, and I have only two questions to them. Was Swami Vivekananda one of the greatest icons of Hinduism? Was he a Brahmin? He was not. Was, for that matter, let me go back into history, was Ved Vyas, who authored the Mahabharata, was he a Brahmin? He was not. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, those who reduce Hinduism to Brahmanism know nothing about Hinduism. They are shallow, ignorant, unaware, illiterate, motivated and malicious people. And all they want to do is run down the great religion of Hinduism. They have to be countered, and let us all promise, through rational argument and deep thought, without losing our temper, to counter these ignorant people all through 2025. Let that be one of our New Year resolutions. Ladies and gentlemen, the third point I wish to make is that when people like Pinarayi Vijayan say any social reformer from within the Hindu community, because he's a social reformer, should not be considered to be a Hindu, then let me take the case of the revered Sri Narayan Guru, who is the social reformer in question, who Pinarayi Vijayan insists is not a Hindu or was not a Hindu. And his argument is basically that because he was a social reformer, he was not a Hindu. The clearest way to counter that argument, ladies and gentlemen, is to go back into historical records and check whether it is true or not that Mahatma Gandhi was influenced deeply by Sri Narayan Hindu, and that Mahatma Gandhi's own views were tempered and changed because of the influence that Sri Narayan Guru had on him. Would Pinarayi Vijayan also argue tomorrow by the same logic that Mahatma Gandhi was not a Hindu? Anyone with modern reformist views is to be considered not a Hindu? How convenient, Pinarayi Vijayan. How convenient. And lastly, let me say this. The greatness of the Hindu religion is derived from the fact that the greatest reform has been from within the Hindu religion. That great Hindus from within the Hindu religion have reformed the Hindu religion. I am from Assam, ladies and gentlemen. Ahom, as we say. And in Assam, we all follow the teachings of the 15th, 16th century great Srimant Shankardev, Honkardev. And he was one of the greatest icons of the Bhakti movement. He led one of the greatest reformist movements. And even in his time, which is 15th to 16th century, he was countered by several people from the Brahmin community in Assam. And he was challenged, but he entered into a dialogue with them. And today, people across all castes and communities in Assam and across the entire country follow the teachings of Srimant Honkardev. Would Pinarayi Vijayan argue tomorrow that just because Honkardev, Srimant Shankardev, was a reformist, that he too was not a Hindu? Viewers, we cannot reduce debates on spirituality, theology and religion down to shallow political arguments. Then some of you would say, why counter these people, ignore them? I would say, we should not ignore them, we should counter them. Because the greatness of the Hindu religion cannot be reduced by the ignorance and shallow perspective of people like Pinarayi Vijayan, Udayanidhi Stalin, and all the lobbies, the Tukde Tukde gang, the urban Naxals who support them. Let's debate.
Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has stoked a controversy with his latest statement on Sanatan Dharma. Speaking at a conference in Shivagiri at the Sri Narayana Dharma Sangam Trust, while claiming that Narayana Guru was not a mere religious figure, Pinarayi Vijayan went on to slander Sanatan Dharma by reducing its essence to Brahmanism and monarchy.
സനാതന ധർമ്മത്തിന്റെ രാഷ്ട്രമെന്ന് പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് മാർത്താണ്ഡവർമ്മ പല പരിഷ്കാരങ്ങളും തിരുവിതാംകൂറിൽ വരുത്തിയത്. ഇന്നും ഇടക്കിടക്ക് ഇന്ത്യൻ രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തിൽ മുഴങ്ങിക്കേൾക്കുന്ന വാക്കാണ് സനാതന ഹിന്ദുത്വം. രാജാധിപത്യത്തിനും വർഗീയാധിപത്യത്തിനും ഒരുപോലെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടതാകുന്നു ഈ വാക്ക് എന്നത് ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. സനാതന ഹിന്ദുത്വം എന്ന വാക്കിലൂടെ സ്ഥാപിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നത് ബ്രാഹ്മണാധിപത്യത്തിന്റെ പഴയ രാജവാഴ്ചക്കാലമാണ്. ഇതിൽ പരം എന്ത് തെളിവാണ് വേണ്ടത്?
Pinarayi Vijayan joining the likes of Udaynidhi Stalin, who in 2023 made objectionable statements comparing Sanatan Dharma to dengue and malaria.
சனாதன எதிர்ப்பு மாநாடு என்று போடாமல் சனாதன ஒழிப்பு மாநாடு என்றும் நீங்கள் இதை போட்டிருக்கிறீர்கள், இதை அழைத்திருக்கிறீர்கள், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு பெயரிட்டீர்கள். அதற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். சிலவற்றை நாம் ஒழிக்கத்தான் வேண்டும், எதிர்க்க முடியாது. கொசு, டெங்கு காய்ச்சல், மலேரியா, கொரோனா இதையெல்லாம் நம்ம எதிர்க்கக்கூடாது, ஒழித்து கட்ட வேண்டும். அப்படிதான் இந்த சனாதனம்.
The back-to-back comments from the indie bloc is part of a pattern, is the charge made by followers of Sanatan Dharma and the BJP.
Pinarayi Vijayan tries to portray Sanatana Dharma as something which is to bring back the rule of kings and emperors. It is against democracy. This is all a well thought out strategy so that they feel they can get the support of the organized vote banks.
Meanwhile, the left parties are standing strong in support of Pinarayi Vijayan, despite the backlash for his anti-Sanatan remarks.
Sanatan Dharma, I don't call it Dharma. Sanatan ideology is one which perpetuates caste system in India, which perpetuates inequality of all kinds in India, which perpetuates patriarchy in India. That is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma doesn't agree for equality, justice to all people. That's what one should understand.
After DMK and Congress, the CPI joining those indie parties that have openly attacked Sanatan Dharma. Why does Sanatan remain the only target of the so-called progressive fronts?
I first have with me senior BJP leader and V. Muralidharanji. V. Muralidharanji, thank you very much. You know, I first would like to ask you, for me this is a very important issue, but for the BJP it doesn't seem to be a very important issue. Except you, this has not been made into a national issue. The BJP is very busy doing press conferences or Arvind Kejriwal countering him. But on this abuse of Sanatan Dharma, I thought the BJP would take a very aggressive position nationally and not make this into an issue which is only specific to Kerala. Why is it not done so?
No, I don't think that the BJP is not interested in this issue. Each state has its own issues to deal with, and when the elections in Delhi is happening, naturally the Delhi leadership...
Just because elections are not happening in Kerala means it's not a national issue? Are you saying you will pick up issues only depending on where the elections are?
I am saying the Delhi state leadership would be taking up the issue related to the corruption of Kejriwal, but BJP has been taking it up at the national level by every leader. And BJP stands, and BJP resolutely stands in support of Sanatana Dharma. It has been very amply expressed by every leader, whether it is on the floor of the house or outside.
Now, what you said, there's a political strategy here. That I saw your comment, a political strategy that Pinarayi Vijayan has. Can you, for a layman who may not understand the intricacies of Kerala politics, explain what that strategy might be?
See, the relation, I would say that Srinarayana Guru, if you consider his birth, he was born as a backward leader, backward individual. But then he rose to become a saint who was respected, revered by everyone, not only the so-called lower class, but the upper class also. So everyone revered him because he stood for the basic principles of Sanatana Dharma.
Yeah.
Because the Sanatana Dharma's basic principles doesn't agree with casteism. unlike what Comrade Raja was telling. Perhaps he is unaware of the basic principles of Sanatana Dharma. Basic principles of Sanatana Dharma sees Ishwar in every moving and immovable things. Those who are हर चीज में ईश्वर को देखते हैं, that is Sanatana Dharma. So there is no casteism. That is why it is called Advaita Vedanta, and that is why the oneness of the whole universe,
yes,
whether human beings or other objects, everything there is Ishwar is there, the God is there, the ultimate power is there. That is the Sanatana Dharma's principles. So Communist Party wants to create an impression that backward classes are not with Sanatana Dharma, because anybody who is born a backward class cannot be considered as part of Sanatana Dharma, because in Kerala during the last couple of years, the backward classes who were with Communist Party are now drifting away from the Communist parties, and they are flowing to the Bharatiya Janata Party or the nationalist thought or the thought of Sanatana Dharma.
Yes.
They are trying to understand, realize what exactly is Sanatana Dharma. The portrayal of Srinarayana Guru on the basis of the communist doctrines and philosophy, that is being discarded by the rank and file of the backward classes. And you will see that the Communist Party is losing its hold over this community. That's why he wants to portray Sanatana Dharma as something Brahminical, so that the backward classes doesn't flock.
No, it is aimed at some kind of political and other evangelism to portray Hinduism as a religion that only accommodates Brahmins, so that everybody else can be made anti-Hindu and can be converted to other religions. That is the agenda of people like Pinarayi Vijayan. I don't think the Christian community in Kerala will appreciate it, because they've also been under threat from very aggressive, violent Islamist forces. We'll debate this. Mr. Muralidharan, I must get you on a debate soon with senior left leaders as well, which I will. I thank you very much for joining me on top of my debate this evening. On the debate this evening, I have with me Anil Antony, BJP National Secretary, Dushyant Sridhar, well-known Hindu scholar, Rahul Ishwar, political commentator, Anand Kochukodi, senior journalist from Kerala, Vivek Srivastava, a political analyst, leans to the left, and Pankaj Sharma leans to the Congress. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, where should we start? This is such a stupid comment. And it can only come from a very malicious person. Very stupid comment. But I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Rahul, because you're raring to go. Hashtag tonight, counter Hindu abuse. Right?
Arnabji, just two submissions. As you started, Vedavyasa was the son of a fisherwoman. Valmiki belongs to the Valmiki Samudaya or the Bhil Samudaya, which is scheduled
louder,
tribe.
please, louder.
Bhagwan Krishna belongs to the Yadav community, which is OBC community. So we had every community enriching Hindu Samaj and Hindu culture in a big way. People are missing that point. And as you rightly said, Mahatma Gandhi was a Hindu activist who defeated the British Empire. Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu philosopher. And Srinarayana Gurudeva consecrated 44 temples, 44 Hindu temples.
He was not a Hindu activist, sorry.
14 Muruga temples. One Sharda Devi temple. So he was a Hindu in every vote. Please remember.
No, 1 minute.
Let me have my
Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. If he doesn't speak on Republic, where will he speak? Will he speak on those anti-Hindu channels out there which spout anti-Hindu talk on a daily? If he doesn't speak on Republic, where will he be? We are the only secular channel in this country. Only secular channel in this country is Republic.
And one more very important thing. Srinarayana Gurudevan even welcomed those who left Hindu religion.
You don't have the complete knowledge, Rahul.
Let Rahul speak. Rahul, speak confidently. Reduce the volume for Vivek Srivastava.
Srinarayana Guru even welcomed those people who left Hindu religion, who came back to Hindu Dharma. He presided over one such meeting. Yes, he was a harmonious person, a pluralist, who welcomed every faith, who supported every faith. But he was a Hindu Guru. He was a Hindu Sanatana Guru who consecrated 44 temples. Please remember, 44 temples. He was a Advaiti at the core.
No, these people.
Met with Mahatma Gandhi.
I say this tonight.
I
Don't
say this
be hurt
tonight.
by Srinarayana Guru.
I say this tonight. Let our New Year resolution be: together we will win against all these people spreading darkness and falsehood in this country. Together we shall not remain quiet anymore. We will counter Hindu abuse. And I almost feel embarrassed to even share my thoughts even before such an eminent panel with people like Dushyant Sridhar. I will keep him for later. Hold on, Vivek. You have nothing to say or contribute.
Insult Gandhi on your channel. You can't call Gandhi a Hindu activist. एकलव्य कौन था? अंगूठा क्यों काटा? करण को सूत पुत्र किसने कहा? Don't teach me this. Bhagavad Gita clearly says one vyavastha is correct. Bhagavad Gita clearly says.
एक मिनट चुप हो जाइए.
Marriage should not be done.
इतना.
It pollutes.
One minute. Vivek, I'll reduce your volume. I'll reduce your volume because beyond the point, I will not allow willful and deliberate Hindu abuse. Hindu abuse here on my channel. There are channels, I know, unfortunately there are channels which predominantly do Hindu abuse 99% of the time. But I will ask only one question today to my learned friend Dushyant Sridhar. Please forgive first of all viewers the ignorance of Vivek Jingping. I ask one question to Dushyant Sridhar. Dushyant, was Prabhu Sri Ram a Brahmin? No. Prabhu Sri Ram, incarnation of Vishnu, was born into a Kshatriya family. Now these people are quiet, finger on their lips. They have nothing to say in the new year. Dushyant Sridhar.
Namaskaram, Arnab. Bharatiyas do celebrate New Year's during that March-April period, generally following the Almanac, the Panchangam. But for all practical purposes, I would like to wish you, the panelists and all your viewers, a very happy 2025. It's been a practice for a lot of the politicians in the last 2-3 years to separate the word Sanatana Dharma from Hinduism the way we call it today. Referring to Sri Narayana Guru in this topic, who was a towering personality who lived in the state of Kerala in the second half of the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century, his work called Anukampa Dashakam talks very clearly about Adi Shankaracharya and praises him. Adi Shankaracharya was a Brahmin. If he was against Brahmin and Brahminism, why will he end up praising Adi Shankara and his works? Point number one. Point number two, it was the same Sri Narayana Guru who wrote a beautiful translation of the Ishavasya Upanishad.
You are diverting now.
Vivek Srivastavaji, please speak when you've spoken to. I would completely...
Is the problem in India or not? I'm asking you a simple question. One question. Is caste and the the way we have exploited the Dalits for centuries, is it a problem or not of the religion?
I am not here bound to answer all these questions from a person.
Now I know you can't,
about
you don't have answers, sir. Sir, we did not talk about water in our houses.
Narayana Guru is the point of discussion. Can you even describe one vachana of Narayana Guru? You don't even know who is Narayana Guru. Just jumping into the bandwagon of slandering the religion is absolute. You are making idiosyncrasy.
No, we are against the Brahmins dominating the other castes.
Come on. The point of discussion is Narayana Guru.
Scheduled caste and the Dalits in every temple. As priests. As Shankaracharya.
If you can't even pronounce one of the South Indian languages, don't even come for discussion. Your language, you're not a polyglot here. Speak about the person who's being discussed. Quote his words.
Anukampa. A very simple question. Are you in favor of scheduled caste and the Dalits?
I am sorry. I don't know. I cannot discuss with such a...
No, I think he doesn't know. I'll have to take him on air for a while so that he does not disturb this very erudite conversation. Dushyant, please continue. Yeah.
On a very quick point, see, Narayana Guru did pay his obeisances to Adi Shankaracharya and has given a beautiful work called as Ishavasya Upanishad, where he accepts the beautiful religion of Sanatana Dharma. He may have had reservations against certain aspects of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism as we call it today. But that is okay for a reformer because this religion has always been respecting reforms and reformers. But that doesn't separate him or alienate him from Sanatana Dharma. And of all, Arnab, he does write a beautiful poem on Krishna. Krishna is being described in Bhagavad Gita where it is said, Yecha Veda Vido Vipraha, Yecha Adhyatma Chetasaha, Te vadanti Mahatmanam Krishnam Dharmam Sanatanam. Mahabharata clearly states that Krishna is no different from Sanatana Dharma. Both are one and the same. And it is on this Krishna he wrote a beautiful poem. So I don't see any point, unless and until it is malicious in nature, where the said political person is trying to alienate Sanatana Dharma from.
And on that point here, a very important point raised here by Dushyant Sridhar. Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for your feedback. 2025, many people calling in, messaging tonight that this year they will counter this Hindu abuse of this Congress-type parties left much more aggressively. Ladies and gentlemen, it was referred about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, viewers, was Lord Krishna born into a Brahmin family? He was not. He was born into a Yadav family. Can these people who try to reduce Hinduism to Brahminism tell me the Varna, the caste of Lord Shiva, Goddess Mahakali and all the revered gods worshipped by Sanatanis? Can they tell me, looking at this camera in the eye today, that is it not true that Maharishi Valmiki, the author of Ramayana, was not a Brahmin by birth? Vedavyas was not a Brahmin by birth. He was the author of the Mahabharata, and yet people, do you know, was Aurobindo Ghosh a Brahmin by birth? Be quiet, ignorant Vivek. Be quiet. You know nothing. People like you know nothing. People like you know nothing. But you must be the tutors to Rahul Gandhi. You must be the tutors to Rahul Gandhi. You must be the people who has made him memorize all that rubbish.
Community has not been given a...
Was Swami Vivekananda born a Brahmin?
Swami Vivekananda was a Kayast and he has not been given a place in the four Varnas.
Oh, not given a place. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that Hindus across the world unite against these kind of comments?
No.
He wants to separate Swami Vivekananda from Hinduism. He will now say Rahul Ishwar that Swami Vivekananda was not a Hindu.
Sir, Swami Vivekananda was a Kayast. To which Varna do Kayastas belong? Nobody has an answer. Because Kayastas belong to
the greatest of Hindu philosophers who re-articulated Hinduism. Who did he represent in Chicago? Who did Vivekananda represent in Chicago? Tell me.
No,
who did Vivekananda represent in Chicago? In 1893 World
No, he will say that Vivekananda was not a Hindu. This is the agenda of these people, viewers. This is their small and shallow agenda.
Arnab, he said, I represent Hinduism,
Brahminical supremacy from this nation.
I said, I represent Hinduism. Who is it?
I tell you, I'm so proud to belong to a religion. I am so proud to belong to a religion where Sant Tukaram Maharaj, one of the greatest social reformers, was he not a Hindu?
Arnab, why did
was he not a Hindu?
Leave Hinduism and go to Buddhism? Why did B.R. Ambedkar leave Hinduism, denounce it, and go to Buddhism with his followers?
We had our mistake.
Dalit Samaj has no place in this religion.
Saying no.
These are
we
the
had
writings
our
of B.R.
mistake.
Ambedkar.
We had our mistake.
These are
our
his
great
views.
Hindu reformers
That the Dalits and the scheduled caste.
We had our mistake.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand one basic thing, and I'll tell you one thing. I have been trained in social anthropology, and I have got the great opportunity to read the shallow works of British and French anthropologists. Do you know, viewers, I'll tell you something. And I can't explain this to you in too much detail, but I shall tell you this. It was a conspiracy of evangelists, British and French anthropologists to reintroduce and keep reintroducing caste into Bharat's social lexicon. Be quiet! Reduce the volume. I shall not suffer his ignorance when I'm speaking sense. Be quiet. Be quiet. All my years in journalism will not be reduced to only taking you on.
Can you deny it?
We will not spoil this year also for me. Be quiet. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, the question is this. Please do your own research. Evangelists who wanted to proselytize Hindus tried to reduce Hinduism to caste and Brahminism alone. This phrase was brought in the 16th, 17th century by certain Christian evangelists who brought it in, saying to all Hindus, listen, you don't have a chance, become Christian.
These are realities. You don't want me to talk about it? You think it's not secular to talk about it? Yeah? Yeah? Was Sant Namdev a Brahmin? Was Sant Ramdev a Brahmin? Was Sant Ravidas a Brahmin? Was Sant Tukaram Maharaj a Brahmin? Was Sriman Shankardev a Brahmin? You want to reduce my religion to Brahmanism? I'll take you on. You are the followers of Louis Dumont Evangelist. You are the followers of Louis Dumont and Evangelist.
We want the Dalits to become Shankaracharyas, Matadhish, priests in every temple. They should be incorporated. It should not be reserved only for the Brahmins.
Really?
We welcome it. And every temple should be controlled by the state.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. First of all, tell me, Thiruvalluvar, the famous Tamil saint poet, right? Was he a Brahmin? Was Sant Tukaram Maharaj a Brahmin? Was Sant Avayyar a Brahmin?
In a country of 140,
I'm asking you.
150 crores, you are giving me isolated examples.
Isolated examples.
Caste is
Okay, I'll bring in Dushyant right now. 1 minute. Dushyant is to take this on, and then I'll get Anil on this. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We shall take you on and defeat your ignorance. We'll take you towards the light. Yes, please. Dushyant.
Arnab, very quickly, there is this very interesting character called Dharma Vyadha in Mahabharata. He is a butcher. Vyadha means butcher. And he was the one who was preaching the Dharma Shastras to the Maharishis. He is given as one of the foremost examples. Coming to the 5th to the 8th century, predominantly the people from the Alvar and the Nayanmar community from the Tamil Nadu, not Brahmins. When we look at the list of people that you have given, many of the dasas in the Karnataka Paddhati, many of the acharyas who come in the Abhang Parivar of Maharashtra, they were not from the Brahmin community. So in fact, the very ritual of going to a group of people and having the shatari being placed itself says that all of us fall at the feet of Nammalvar who didn't belong to the Brahmin community.
Very convenient, very convenient, very convenient.
So many examples, they say isolated examples. Do you want me to give 2 hours lecture here as to who are the people here? I don't think your debate is going to go
No,
on
sir,
for
you
2
tell
hours.
me one thing. Why did B.R. Ambedkar denounce the Hindu religion and move to Buddhism? What was wrong with that?
Why did he move to Buddhism and not move to Islam?
Was he wrong?
You can
Was
answer
he
that.
wrong?
Why did
Buddhism is
he
not a part of
denounce
Hinduism.
Hinduism,
The
move to
biggest
Buddhism and not Islam? Let's get an answer. Let him make it question for question. Why didn't he move to Islam?
You broke 84,000 Buddhists to
What were his comments? What were his views about Islam? Give an answer to that.
Pushyamitra Shunga broke 84,000.
Okay, Vivek, you've had your turn. I'd like to bring into the debate right now, because I've had an overdose of you on 1st January. I'd like to bring into the debate Anil Antony and Anand Kochukudi. Anand, it is generally believed that this is a political strategy, right? But I personally believe, Anand and Pankaj, I'll tell you, it will unite Hindus rather than divide them. Obviously, it's a political strategy, but it's going to unite Hindus. My take. What is the political strategy you see here, Anand?
Well, in the Lok Sabha elections, the CPM lost their considerable vote bank, the Hindu vote bank, to the BJP. The BJP got 20% votes for the first time in Kerala in any election. And the CPM has been trying to counter that through multiple strategies. So this is one such strategy where Pinarayi Vijayan thinks that if he can, kind of place Sri Narayana Guru in a more secular context and not let him be appropriated by the BJP, then he can get the people who have already, left the CPM ranks and joined the BJP to come back to the CPM. So there's
no, but he, 1 minute, he needs to convince the followers of Srinarayan Guru that neither are they, nor was Srinarayan Guru Hindus. He needs to convince them, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to say that Srinarayan Guru was not a Hindu. It's like Kamal Hassan, who said in Tamil Nadu, famously, about a couple of years back, he said Shaivites, those who follow Shiva, are not Hindu. So he's trying to create those, he knows there are a lot of followers. He's saying to them, you are followers of Srinarayan Guru, you will continue to be followers of Srinarayan Guru, but henceforth you will not be known as Hindu. Will the followers accept it?
No, not after the Sabrimala agitation. I would say that the people who have been the people who have deserted the Communist Party, I don't see them, the Hindus who have deserted Communist Party, I don't see them coming back to the CPM and deserting the BJP right now, because they have been, after the Sabrimala agitation, they feel that the CPM let them down by not taking a position for them and for taking them for granted. Just like, as you said, the Shaivites in Tamil Nadu, the Lingaites in
my question to Vivek would be that, speaking of people who converted, if I were to say that Richard Gere converted from Christianity to Hinduism, is that a comment on Christianity?
No.
Oh no, then it's not. Oh, then it's not. Suddenly.
You cannot compare Ambedkar with Richard Gere. Ambedkar.
No, I'm not comparing anyone to anyone. I am saying just out of that. I am not comparing anyone. You are. Don't compare. I am saying, is Richard Gere's conversion to Hinduism a comment on Hinduism or Christianity? Or neither?
Richard Gere follows Zen Buddhism because that interested him and he felt it develops him. It was not because Christianity was exploiting him in such a way. However, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar converted because the scheduled castes, the Dalits, the Dravids of Tamil Nadu and down south, all had been exploited by centuries by the Brahmin community.
Richard Gere became Buddhist, I correct myself. But is that a comment on Buddhism or Christianity?
No, it's not.
Then it's not. No, you get confused here. Stop! I've exposed you again. Be quiet. Be quiet. I'll not let you spoil the new year again with your lack of intellect and absolute lack of any empiricism in your argument. You're just a biased and prejudiced and bitter man.
No. We are going to fight. Richard Gere chose then Buddhism.
Anyway, I'm not getting into Buddhism right now. That's for another day. We'll debate spirituality later. I'm not equipped to debate with it right
now. You know the hypocrisy? They said Buddha is also an incarnation of Vishnu. Look at the hypocrisy of these guys. They कहते हैं बुद्ध भी विष्णु के अवतार थे.
Anil Antony.
Who said idol worship is wrong?
Anil Antony, we have started the new year on this unfortunate controversy. How is it being received in Kerala? And will the followers of Srinarayan Guru say that they are not Hindus, which seems to be what Pinarayi Vijayan is aiming at?
Arnab, thank you for having me in the show, and I wish you and all your viewers a very happy new year. One thing that has become a very common theme among all the